ribs. All right, we should be live. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. What's up, guys? Let me get the chat ready. We're going to play some games. We're going to hang out. We're going to vibe. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're doing well. As soon as I go live, the dog jumps into my lap. That's how it goes. Let me share it with the peeps. Oh, let me adjust that. Parfait. And then I share it with everybody. Pop and Dev, what is good, man? Good to see you. Hold up here. Announcements. Everyone, we are live. Boom, there we go. There we go. We are live. Almost. It is a very cute doggo. Is this Hallie? Yes, this is Hallie. Hallie Mobally. Honestly, I was like, I'm going to go live. And then she runs into the office and jumps in my lap. I'm not even joking. This is the way it is. She looks kind of like a little sad, but I don't know. She's pensive right now. This is the Mobile. The cutest of all doggos. Yep, so we are going to play some games tonight. I'm going to answer your questions. Beautiful dog. Well, Hallie, you're the star of the show now. It's like it can't even be Handy Hallie. That doesn't work. Dandy Hallie. I'm the guest star. Gamble, good to see you, buddy. All right. Actually, I want to double check to make sure. Actually, I might have forgot to put the settings proper. No, we're good on YouTube. To my knowledge, let me double check. Hello. Good to see you, Master Slayer. I believe we are live. We are live. We are good. Welcome. Hello, Drew. Very excited to be here. Zephyr, good to have you here. This dog is being way too cute right now. What the hell? I just won a 10999 VP game. Hope you get good games like that. I normally do. You know, one of the things, it was kind of cool. I recently looked at all the in-person tournaments I've played, which I've played like 16 in-person tournaments over the last 4 to 5 years. And I have an average points per game of 9 points. And obviously the reason it's so high is because I win a lot of games. But if you can average 9 points a game, you're in a good spot. Look at this dog. She's just being too cute. We got the turtles in the chat and the booperinos. Darius, good to see you, buddy. VRB, someone beat you on the turtles. You weren't the first turtler. What happened? You've lost your touch. Oh, yeet! What's up, Dark? Haven't played with you in a minute, man. Hope you're doing well. Not too much. This dog is, we got more turtles in the chat. Bring all your freaking turtles. I want the chats to be flooded with turtles. All's good, man. We've been super busy. We played at the Masters tournament a week and a half ago or so. Well, less than that. Yeah, like 8-9 days ago we played, which was a ton of fun. More turtles. We're getting freaking flooded with turtles. Preparing for Portuguese Nats. Well, I know you've always done pretty well historically, so good luck to you, man. You'll do great. I'm sure of it. But yeah, we're going to play some games. I'm actually doing pretty well this season. I think I'm top. Oh, Jesus. She's freaking. What's up? All right, do you want to be let down? I think she wants to be let down. All right, bye, Hallie. Thanks for just destroying everything and running away. I do think we are. Let me double check. I think we're close to top 100. We are. We're probably like 2 or 3 wins away from top 100, which I haven't been playing that much this season. I kind of got to number 1 last season. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll give the spot to somebody else. But I'm like, maybe not. Am I turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Anyone could join the Turtle Club. It's kind of funny how the turtle thing came about. I had one stream where I was completely shaved on my head and my face, and somebody said I look like Franklin the Turtle. I look on, YouTube or whatever, on Google, Franklin the Turtle comes up. He's like a Super Bowl turtle. And then the meme of the turtle came about. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sometimes you guys do the darnest things, but I enjoy it. Also, big shout out to our boy Jack. He released a new tournament vlog, which was really cool, which I really hope it does well. He touted I played the best Catan player in the world. Maybe. I don't know, man. It was a banger watch. Banger. It was a great video, for sure. There's a lot of good players out nowadays. More Johnny Sins than Franklin. That is true, Dump. I have actually used Johnny Sins in a thumbnail one time. I feel like 2 was too much. What do you think about Bo Pang's Flip My Night? Well, you know what's funny about that is I literally discussed... I did that move in my semis for Nationals in 2025. Like, I discussed that a year ago. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that being said, it's not uncommon. Like, it's a kind of logical thing. Like, if you've got a bunch of down devs to get somebody to, like, what I did is I had them pick the dev, same situation, and then, flipped it or whatever, just to prove that, hey, I have all nights. But it doesn't make it any less special. I mean, these are cool things that you can do. But yeah, sometimes you got to get creative outside the box. But yes, there is a stream where I literally announced I did that move a year ago. For what it's worth. Hiya, Danny. 12 at night where I live. Just saying good night and keep it up. I watch everything you've done since I've discovered you. Take care. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. That is super kind. Alejandro. I hope it is serving you well. I hope you are learning a ton. I mean, the beautiful thing about this game is there's always something you can improve on. And, for me, I still have the hunger. I'm still trying to learn and improve. And I think you guys should get the replay feature more often and use it, right? Like after the end of your games or record your games, which would be useful too. Record your games. Look for mistakes, like look for trades, look for ways that you could optimize plays. Like I find I still make a lot of mistakes. I go back to games and realize like, man, I could have used the mono a little better, or I could have squeezed a little bit more out of a particular trade. Really, like as you get better and better at Catan, it just becomes a game of 1%. And that's huge. I'm hovering right under platinum, and it's driving me insane. It's like the hurdle I can't get over or measuring up to Johnny Sins. First of all, you don't want to be comparing yourself to other players. Like, if you've been playing for a couple months and you're doing that well, I mean, kudos to you, right? Like, there's some players like myself have been playing for years. We just have naturally a head start to everyone else who's just starting out. So the bigger thing is like use each season as an opportunity to get better and better, right? If you were 1700 one season, try to get to 1750 or 1800. You can make a lot more improvement than you think. Let's see here. A lot of stuff coming in here. Ethics of benefiting from a third party's griefing. Not really a lot of ethics behind it. I mean, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes players get into it and they tear each other down, and you just you're just there taking advantage of a situation that's unfortunate for another player. I mean, sometimes that's just Catan, and you guys have seen that. Like sometimes I win games simply because the table implodes on each other, or Or sometimes I lose games. Like that happens too. Bo's board manipulation was wild. Yeah. I mean, he's a great player. There's no doubt about it. I mean, that being said, I mean, this is what great players do, right? It's like they move the table, they nudge the table. See, this is like, I'd rather call it more influence than saying like straight manipulation, because at the end of the day, Catan players aren't dumb people. Like, it's a very smart crowd. But sometimes like strong players can take a leadership role. It's like, sometimes when chaos ensues, people look to the veterans players for ways to work together. It's like, it's almost, there's like a weird element of trust where it's like, I'm going to trust you because you know this game better than I do. But of course, like that's where you get your advantages, and you find ways to, if you want to say manipulate for lack of a better term, but hey, it's a skill. It's a skill. Let's see here. I was went away from diamond. Now I've gone on a losing streak down to platinum. Oh, you'll get back there, man. You've also got a month left of the season. You'll be fine. Do you watch the World Cup? I've been kind of zoning in and out. Honestly, I'm not super crazy about it. I think it's great. Obviously, soccer is somewhat of a religion in the world, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite of sports. I really enjoy UFC. I like basketball, but I think I'm actually going to a World Cup event tomorrow. I think. Soccer, football. I mean, depends who you're speaking to, man. So third-party griefing someone else. They decided to king make you for some reason. Ethical to accept those trades. It's interesting. There are actually, so this was something that was recently ruled at the USA national tournaments, is that king making is actually accepted. So you can king make somebody only if you can justify it from a leader, like a score or leaderboard standpoint, right? So imagine if I need to get 8 points to qualify for playoffs, I can make a trade that gives a guaranteed win to another player and gives me a solid 8 points. I can justify that trade. Or maybe if I need somebody to get knocked out of the bracket to push me higher up, I can make a king making trade to give somebody else the win if I can justify it. So it's actually very interesting. There are some cases like king making can be acceptable and also strategically favorable. Let's see here. I said I manipulated the board. This was in ranked, and I benefit from griefing. It's on Jack's channel and was very controversial. I don't really care too much about ranked. Like, like at the end of the day, it takes hundreds and hundreds of ranked games to kind of get like a true image of how strong somebody's a player. Like one game, I'll even say this, one tournament will not define a player. One game will never define a player. So I think like ultimately play with good intention. Like the worst is obviously like spite. Like I'll be frustrated sometimes, like, oh, I don't like that move, and I'll like make less favorable deals with the player that does that. But like very rarely have I ever just king made to be like, oh, I'm proving a point, because it never proves a point in ranked. And I'd say almost never does it ever prove a point in any other arena either. So I wouldn't say king making is a really good approach to the game. Let's see here. It's underdogs winning all around. Yeah, what's crazy about that, the underdog story recently, I feel like a lot of underdogs I've seen winning, like the Knicks winning the NBA Finals, they were the underdog. The big UFC upsets with Alex Pereira and Ilya Taporia, those were, they were the favorites and they lost. So I don't know, maybe the world's becoming, the skill gap is closing and closing. Who knows? Um, I know what you're saying, Winder. I'm not accusing you of king making. I mean, you took advantage of a trade, and as you should. Like, I think if it's up to you there, right? Like, I think it's just up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. Some people won't take like a king making trade out of principle. I usually look for a reasonable way. Like if someone's going to feed me 10 cards for one, then I'm probably not going to do it. Personally. But if it's like, a 3-for-1 trade and it gives them a development card or something, then it's like, it makes more sense. I am playing Catan today. I usually, to be honest with you, I would love more opportunities to commentate games. I don't know if there's any big games going on tonight. But Champs and KOC should tell me. I'd commentate on them. Let me see. Are there anybody in the KOC? Are there any games going? What if we commentated on a game tonight? What if I chill with you guys? We commentate, we vibe a little bit, we watch 4 really good players. I would kind of enjoy that vibe a little bit. That number 1 spot had me greedy. It was a 10-for-1? Jeez. Well, you know what, man? I also think there is something to be said about cosmic karma, right? I mean, that's great. You're going to get a massive trade, but it will come back to you. Like at the end of the day, when the dust settles, everyone will be where they need to be. That's the most important thing. You can get that one king making trade. You can non-bind. At the end of the day, your ranking and your elo will be where it should be. And that's all that I care. Like the long run is what this game's all about, right? Because there's so much variance in a single game, in a single tournament, that you really need time to determine how good of a Catan player you actually are. Yeah, let me talk to the folks real quick. Because I can probably stream this game, which I'd actually just enjoy doing, and then we can also probably play as well. So I'm getting on a little bit sooner. So let me just see streamers. KOC would be sick. What percentage of Catan do you feel is luck? It's hard to say. I mean, this question comes up a ton. I mean, the reality is like in a given game, here's my feeling about it. I feel it's at the longest scale of it, it's 80% skill, 20% luck. Now, in a given game, that can fluctuate immensely, right? Like you might just be I had a game yesterday where somebody was on coordinated 6s. It rolled 15 times. And I think my 8s rolled 2 times. I mean, that's clearly a situation where luck is just so dominant. But if you do that game 100 times, 1,000, 10,000 times, things balance out, right? And I think the proof is you look at players, there's tons of players, including myself, where we go to these tournaments, we consistently show up, right? Going to nationals, winning it, going back, going 5-0, going to masters and going 2-37. Like consistently players are showing up and proving that this game is skill. But it's kind of hard to see that sometimes when you're playing ranked games. Yep, I'm going to be doing the KOC game in 10 minutes. So I got you guys. We're going to look at actually a pretty sick lobby, which is pretty cool. Greetings all the way from Romania. Have a nice Catan day. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Welcome. Hey, Drew, love the content. Get to learn a lot from you. Joar, I appreciate that. And I'm really glad to hear that. That's really cool. Let's see. How wide do you think the skill gap can realistically be between the top players, though? Yeah, that's also another one, too. I really do think there are tiers of players. Like you have, I think, great players Like, there are tiers. Like, you have your good players, you have your great players, you have like the elite players, and then you have like the S tier god players, right? I really do think it's just subtle differences. And also, it's kind of like known in sports, like matchups really do matter. So, for instance, I mean, there are tables where I feel like my win rate skyrockets because other players might just butt heads so much that it gives me massive advantages and like room to work. Versus like other matchups might be more difficult just because of personality differences or maybe certain tendencies that players have. So, but yeah, I mean, we're seeing it again and again. There is a clear S tier style player that can just run tables, consistently get to 8 or 9 points and win games, even against good to great players. Is there still a learners Discord? If you're talking about TSI, TSI is still a thing, but we're not running that currently. There is something in thy works though, so stay with me. Let's see here. The Crazy Duck. What is good? What is good? All right, so I don't know. I've got to figure out where this freaking game's at. So I think it starts in like 5-10 minutes. So no rush. That is good. So it's going to be round 7. And by the way, I don't think they knew we were doing this. So this is kind of like a cool little thing. So it's round 7, table 6. Let me see here. Round 7, tables. I don't know where the hell it's at. One second, squad. Your game. Okay, I'm also, what this means, since I'm going to be streaming this game, what I need to do is I need to set you guys up for success. So let me get this ready. The streamer stuff. Let's see here. I found you because of my roommates. At first, I wasn't very interested, but after seeing how much I've learned and how much I've improved from watching you, has been awesome. Well, Zephyr, man, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Everyone, all the kind words. Really, really appreciate that, guys. What is the best way to not to plateau and keep improving your skill level? I think ranked games are great. Obviously, most of you have come here from ranked, but you've got to find other arenas, right? Now, luckily for me, I didn't really play a lot of ranked on Catan Universe. I started really in the Discords, playing the Championship League, Catan Community. I mean, I was playing in the leagues every month, going into every weekend tournament, and also like getting used to playing in voice chat. And I think a lot of ranked players struggle when they convert from ranked to over the board or into like some of these league situations, just because it's a different energy, it's a different feel. So my biggest recommendation for you is, if you're not playing in the arena, ranked or over the board, or the leagues, go and do that. It'll be the absolute fastest way to get yourself uncomfortable and then start to learn new skills and new ways to play the game. And if like you're playing the Discords, that's great. Go play over the board, right? Kind of like try to dabble and just become the best well-rounded player that you could possibly be. Let's see here, Drew. Your biggest skill among the S tier seems to be your ultra shrewd trading skill and ability to influence other players. I think I'm obviously a very aggressive trader, but I give a lot of good deals. I think there's a misconception with how I trade, which is like, I pay up a lot. Like a lot of times I'll pay more cards than what I get, because what I'm doing is I'm actioning, but I'm doing it with each player. That's the difference when you're trading at a high level, is you're getting just so many deals with different players that it's keeping your position moving. You're building momentum, versus like, if people think like the only way I trade is I'm getting 2 cards or 3 cards, No, that's never really my philosophy. It's really about like moving my position and taking action every time I can. Um, Also something else, I think it's a misconception. Like a lot of people think like, oh, you just win games because you influence people, which I heard that for a very long time. Then I went to play over the board, and then I went USA Nationals, or then I went to ranked and got rank 1. There is a level of just pure optimization that you need, right? There's a level of efficiency that your game needs so that you're not wasting cards. You know the optimal paths and plans. And a lot of people forget about that, right? It's like they only see kind of like the schnaz, the showmanship side of it, which is like, oh, he did this fancy trade or this table talk. And it's like, no, like I'm consistently making good plays, which is part of why good players win. Da-da-da. Have you been watching Barack's videos? I'm in one of Barack's videos. Yeah. I mean, Barack's great. He's a really good player. I can't really say much about him playing ranked. I don't think he plays mostly over the board. He's a very good social player. He's very smart. He's also just a good person, you know, which is like people enjoy playing with him, even if they're going to lose. It's like, it's a nice experience, which I think that's more about his character and how he wants to be in the world than like a Catan strategy, which is really cool. So I have a ton of love and respect for Barack. Really good guy. Thanks for the content. No worries. All right, guys, we're going to get rock and rolling in a couple minutes. We're going to be doing this KOC game, which I'm excited. I'm down for that. Any chance I can get a link to the game? I don't see it. Let's see. I think this is PL. Yeah, I think it's PL. Let's see here. You can get the 30% win rate in top toner by just getting good at starting placements. No need to trade even. Maybe. I mean, maybe early in the season. I think placements matter. I think having good starting plans matter, but it's not the end all be all by any means. So yeah, I think you need to obviously get your placements to a level where you're getting into good middle game situations, but then you need to be facilitating your hand with better trades. You need to be making sure you're using your cards more efficiently and going to the right ports, you know, building the right city, pulling development cards when it matters. So, but yeah, placements are a huge part of the game. There's absolutely no doubt about it. At this point, sorry, I just pushed it back. I'm gonna check. They pushed it back by 30 minutes. Damn. All right, we can figure something else in the meantime. Thoughts on Catan Rush ranked? I think Rush is great. I played it. I was actually part of, there was 3 players, myself included, that were pushing for number 1 last season. And I enjoy it. I think the person who is currently number 1's, he's 2 things. He's obviously very good at it, which is awesome. But he's obviously very motivated, where he has like 2 or 3 accounts at the top of it. Like, it would be a situation where I would win a game, you know, like 2,400 elo, and then 10, 15 minutes later, he would get it back, right? Like he was watching the leaderboard, waiting for one of us to take it. I was just like, I'm also going for rank number 1. I don't have time to keep doing this. So I saw, Weiner, I saw your game, brother. I saw it. Don't you worry. But no, I think Rush is fun. It's very different, which I think is cool. Maybe we can try a game real quick. So I have to double check. I just need to see what the situation is, because I guess apparently this game got pushed back, which is kind of lame. You know, you would like, things to happen on time so that streamers could enjoy being punctual, but that's okay. I'm playing in a second. Hold on. Well, if we have 30 minutes to burn, I don't think I have time. I probably don't have time for that. 1 second. Let me see here. I'm going to just double check to confirm that. And then if that's the case, then we can do something in the meantime while we're waiting. Damn it. Damn. Can you please tag me? Black Forest. See here. Let's just play 1v1. We can probably do that. I'm like okay, like I just don't have the motivation for 1v1, frankly. I feel like when I'd rather just, let me see here. All right, we'll do some Rush. We'll try some Rush with you guys. Now, does that also bring up the chat? There you go. So what's the deal with Rush? To my knowledge, this is ranked Rush. I believe it is. So we have some time to burn. I'll tell you guys the secret because I'm a very good Rush player. Move fast. Move fast. Development cards are great. Unfortunately, though, this is a horrible spot. I guess we could play something like 6-4-3. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. All right, 8-4-3, 6. We're going to go into the wheat port for sure. We're going all in. Is it a good position? I don't know. We do control the wheat though. That's kind of sick. Don't go. There we go. We're going to go wheat port. What is Rush? So Rush is there's no timer, right? There's no individual turns. Everyone's just moving at the same pace. So I will tell you from experience, this game heavily favors development cards. But, ooh. Yeah, that's obviously pretty good for him. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to focus on the 8-3-11, or sorry, 8-4-11 city first, right? Maybe get a couple fours. And we also have a really good block on the 10 here. We also want to try to get over to this wheat port. I think the wheat port is going to be a big secret to this game. So maybe I can do something like wheat for wood. And it's really about like action, freaking action here. Okay, wheat for wood. There is an ore out there. So blue has an extra ore. I don't know if he wants to give it up. Now, there's also friendly robber here. Which means that until someone scores a point, you cannot block or rob them. So we're just going to put it over here. Roll 4. I think it's also balanced dice. It's like literally, it's kind of like all the roll sets of 1v1, but with 4 players. Ugh. Interesting. He doesn't go to the 9-5, which is kind of surprising to me. I also go for the sheep here. I think the discard is 9. Okay, so we need a Papa Dev here. This is fine. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can get a wood. Yeah, we absolutely need this wheat port, so I'm going to try to make that the priority here. Robber on the desert. Okay, so now red's going to take a lot of heat here. I think we're going to try to get over to this port as fast as possible. So we'll go there. Ideally, if we can roll a 3, we'll try to steal a wood while we're at it. Shit, bro. All right. Also, I really like the idea of this 4 being super nice here. Okay, great. So he's going to take a lot of heat. Now, if we can see if we can get a sheep, that'd be nice. Okay. Okay. Give me a sheet. 1-3, and then we're rocking and rolling, I think. I'm just gonna keep going till I get this. Perfect. Should definitely be there for sure. Guess we're waiting for a 3, huh? Jeez Louise. There we go. Okay. And then if we roll a 4, we can drop a city, and then we're off to the races here. Great. Now the question is, where do we city first? Maybe it's the 6-4-3 and just really get... Okay, and then we'll see if we can sell this, potentially with black. I think it is 6-4-3, especially if the 4 is going to potentially get blocked. Wow. Okay. We're definitely falling behind a little bit, but not too bad here. Ugh. We're seeing some pretty good momentum. Probably here. Ideally steal an ore. Wow. I didn't expect to get hit there. It's kind of shocking. Okay. We really need this robber to move. Bad timing on that 3 for sure. Okay, blue's doing very well here. Jeez Louise! Falling behind, folks. There we go. We might have to just invest heavily into the 4s and pray. Too far behind now at this point. Yep. I think the play here is just to go crazy into the 4s and then try to drop another city off of that. Okay. And just pray this produces a 4. Okay, good. Then we need to drop another city here. We are very far behind though. I mean, the best case here is maybe blue can go for road, and then we'll drop a city for 6 and then just try to go absolutely ham on devs here. It's our best shot. What's good? All right, the knight comes out. I'm on 4 points. Like, there's 0 chance he's hitting me here, I think. It'd be kind of nuts. Interesting, okay. Maybe we can build. We've got enough, like, juice here, I think. Okay, we need a city here. Okay, we need a wood for sure so we can start settling, getting points. Okay, so we're seeing him. We need blue to start connecting. Probably black. Brick is not helpful. Trade. He wants me to fight devs, but he's not willing to make the trades himself. Okay. Good. I think it's got to be on red here. I think red's too strong. Tough stuff. I guess we're really kind of looking for fours here. Okay, I'm just going to take it. All right, 7 points. Could be worse. I mean, we can go to 9 points, right? 2 fours. It's pretty sweet. So I guess we're just going to get ready to drop a massive city here. This is not impossible. Oh my freaking god, too. Okay, look at no VPs is insane. So if we hit like 3 into 4 here, we can double pop and potentially go to 9. Like, it's not impossible, especially if no one's pulling VPs here. That's kind of nuts. What up, Rotato? Good to see you guys. We're going to need our rolls, though, including the 4. That's not good. Yeah. Okay, good. Do we just pop? I think we have to dev. Yeah. Maybe if we roll like 4 into 6 and double pop. It's unlikely at this point. Mono. I gotta think what I got a mono here. Maybe it's the sheep. I got a mono off of this here. Maybe it's the 10. Shit. Okay. 4 wins. 4 freaking wins. That's insane. Come on. 1, 4. Also 6 we can pop. Everyone's just like patiently waiting here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, man. That's funny. There you go. Honestly, not bad. I feels like we got bummed on the rolls, though. Like, 4 did shit. 3 were good. But look at our production compared to red. Also, we probably should have tried to get the road settled. That's also a potential trade as well. I do think we potentially had to take the ore there. The question is, did we need to burn it, though? Probably. I think this was our best path, was to try to sneak that other VP. So close, so close. Have you ever played the Traders and Barbarians variants? I have not. I've played a few of them. I've played Cities and Knights, obviously, which I really enjoy. I think I'm pretty decent at that. I've played The Rise of the Incas. I played the dice game. I've played some of the Seafarers variants and Seafarers in general. I've played Black Forests. I've played 1v1, Rush. But I've been told, I don't know, you can tell me this, the Traders and Barbarians is like a very long game. What a silly freaking game. Yeah, I feel like we got snuffed on the 4, which I thought, isn't Rush supposed to be balanced dice, or am I crazy? So this is balanced dice? What the freak is balanced about this? How do you play? I have played New Energies. I have played that, actually. Which was a ton of fun. All right, let me double check what the situation is here. Starting. I'm just double checking to see round 6. Need to push it 30 minutes. Word. Oh, geez. Can't even get work. Okay, so I guess they're going to start in 15-ish minutes from what I can gather. That's what I can see, and that's okay. making a play for leaderboard this season. What's up, Nova? Probably not, man. I've got enough Catan things to worry about, and I mean, you've got somebody that's literally dedicating every minute to playing it. So I think I'll just go back and get number 1 for the 3rd time, which honestly seems pretty good to me. Luca, what's up, man? Never seen that before. And balanced dice. 6 and 8s were both a little underexpected too. And that happens. That happens. We had a good position. I think if we just get that city up and running a little bit sooner, which it feels like we didn't have a lot of 4s. Like the idea here is you drop a city and you just crank out development cards, and then the devs tell you how to play the game. But it's tough when like you're playing a heavy dev setup and you're not producing cards. We actually underproduced significantly compared to everybody else. Everyone's asking me about the World Cup, man. I'm watching some of it very sparingly, but I don't necessarily have a horse in the race. I think it's yeah. I mean, historically, I feel like USA's been okay, but not amazing. But yeah, obviously, a lot of other countries I think are more passionate about World Cup than the US is in general. The Trader and Barbarians pack has like 5 variants in it: Fishers of Catan, Rivers of Catan, the Camel one, the 5th level of its Traders and Barbarians. Never made it to the 5th. Yeah, I mean, some of those games, I think somebody told me they were like moving. It was like a 3-hour game or something, which I think I'm going to a watch party tomorrow for that. My understanding is that is the plan. That is the plan. Let me just see something really quick. Do you know, is Catan Universe as hard to top 100 as Colonists? No, I mean, Catan Universe is easier. 100% easier to top 100. And it's purely just the amount of people that are playing in Colonists, right? The talent pool. I mean, I don't know how many concurrent or what's the average monthly players in Catan Universe, but it has to be 10% of Colonists, maybe even less now. Who knows? Maybe Colonists is even watching. They can tell us. I'm sure they know, but it's just I don't think it's nearly as competitive. But that being said, like, it's still a great place. Like, there's still good players. And something that was interesting too, when I went to the World Championship last year, you know, it's like 50-50. I think half of the players, like, you got these new age players that have learned the game over the last 2 to 3 years, and, you know, they're playing on Colonists, and that's cool. But then you had some OG players that were at Worlds. Maybe it was their second, you know, time winning nationals or whatever the case is in a smaller country. And they play exclusively on Catan Universe because that's what they've known. So there's still great players there. I mean, national champions. But if you're looking to be, if you want to get to the best of the best, I mean, you just got to get to Colonists. It is what it is. Some people like the aesthetic, though, of Catan Universe, which I completely understand. All right, guys, so here's the deal. I think the game's going to be starting in a few minutes, so I'm going to just hang out with you if that's cool. Can you push for PCL to let people qualify for winning Colonist community tournaments? They seem to be pretty stacked. Jonathan, good to see you, man. Can you push for the PCL? So are you talking about me specifically or just in general? I think PCL, if you win a Colonist tournament, I think you can get into PCL, which I think there is some, I think they need some slightly stricter qualifications, you know, depending on the size of the tournament. But I believe that is one of their open qualifications right now. But that being said, like, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get involved with that. You can play in the leagues and win a Division I title and get into PCL. You can win local tournaments to get into PCL. Honestly, I mean, I played I've played PCL twice. I won it one time, which got me into PL for a season. There's some great competition there. There's no doubt about it. I'd even say there are some cases where the PCL has been stronger than PL. Not always, but in some cases. My issue is I don't have time. I don't have time to play another game here because they're literally starting in a few minutes. What is the Colonist player base? That's a good question, Barry. I think last season they had about 50 to 60,000 players who finished a set in ranked. Like finished 10 games. I think they had 50 to 60,000. It's a lot of people if you think about it. So yeah, I mean, if you're top even 1,000 out of 50, 60,000 players, I mean, that is still an incredible place to be. Yeah, so guys, here's the deal. Oh, by the way, I do see your Prime over there. And Bri, thank you so much for that. And all the donations, anything you guys give here, thank you so much. It's really appreciated. You know, I come here and share my passion and love to play this game. I certainly don't do it for financial means. But anytime that you guys can come and help support the channel is always appreciated. So thank you. Oh, by the way, check this out. It's a Catan shirt. When I played at the Americas tournament in Brazil, here, I'll show you guys. You see it? The Americas tournament. So I've got Catan swag that only a few people have. Hi, Danny. It is so funny to me, guys. It's so funny. The amount of people, and it's okay. Maybe it's a language thing. I don't take offense to it. I chuckle. A lot of people call me Danny, which is fine. But maybe it just misheard or something. It's all good, man. But it is a thing. I've noticed this. I don't know if it's when you're listening to the videos, it sounds like Dandy. Like Dandy sounds like Danny. I'm not sure. But I always find it funny. Love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Alv Basher. Glad to have you here. It's always so cool to me. Like, and I've said this literally from day one. The fact that, you know, we can go live here and we've got people from all corners of the world. I mean, we've had multiple countries already. It's crazy. I paid everyone $5 to call you. Look, if everybody, for each time you guys say, Danny, I got $5, you can call me Danny for the rest of my life. I don't care. That's fine with me. I'll take Danny. I've been called worse. I'll put it that way. All right, let me double check on the game here, and then we're going to get rock and rolling. I will say this: if they are an extra like 8 to 10 minutes late, we won't do it because they're already 30 minutes behind. We gave them some leeway there, which they weren't. They didn't necessarily say they were going to be. You know, I didn't tell them I was streaming to start this, which is fine. Good. From Australia. Thank you so much. Dandy on the wing. He poured the wheat and pulled the victory point. That's it, man. Good stuff, Danny. Thanks, Nova. Oh. In New Zealand here, over the table qualifiers next month for nationals. Well, Benjamin, you've got one of the world champions, Hamish. It was actually really cool. So Hamish, he lives half of the year in New Zealand and then the other half in Los Angeles. So when I went to Los Angeles to compete at a qualifier, I saw Hamish there, and we ended up playing. Well, we didn't play the qualifier, but we played as part of one of Barack's videos. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was fun. It was a really good game. It was Barack, Hamish, Atik, who's a really strong player than myself. So New Zealand's got some talent. How many countries make it to Worlds? A good question. I mean, probably 35 to 40 countries, something like that. It's challenging to know exactly just because some countries bring multiple champions, some only bring one. Like most countries will bring, because it's every 2 years, they'll bring each year's country during that cycle. We brought 3 for our worlds because we had somebody who won the Americas tournament. But generally, US will bring 2, Brazil will bring 2, Canada will bring 2. Like a lot of the larger countries that have these bigger scenes will bring 2, most cases. All right, we're going to get started here in a second. Now, I got called Dan the other day and ranked. Biggest compliment ever. What's up, Simply? Used to do, I think you used to do some content, if I recall, but I think it was mostly 1v1. Board game is so different from Colonist. Do you feel the same? Of course. Yeah. I mean, over the board is a completely different experience than playing online or playing in ranked. And it's honestly one of the best ways, like if you want to improve, I mean, go to your local tournaments. Not to mention too, it's like, it's awesome to compete in person, the prestige of winning local events or winning USA Nationals or whatever your nationals is. Like there's a lot of cool things that you can enjoy that aren't strictly related to online play. All right, I think I'm getting a who's playing. Yep, so it's a good question. We've got a really, really nice lineup playing here today. So we've got J-Dog. So actually a Florida local. So somebody that I've been to many local tournaments with here in Florida. We've also hosted tournaments together. He's also just somebody I've known for a long time. Great player, really good dude. We've got Chappa. So one of the best Canadian players, good buddy Chappa. Got to see him at the Master Tournament, which was super cool. Noise Pond, who I think is honestly one of the absolute best players in the United States, and he has been just incredibly consistent. Oh, like in all aspects of Catan, like over the board, ranked, Discord games, really strong player. And you got D's Noobs or a niche. So kind of an interesting, everybody, we got 2 Americans, a Canadian, and an Indian. So we'll see what's going on. To see, have you ever seen someone get physical over Catan? No, Garrett, no. I mean, I've seen people upset. I've seen people like throw their cards down on the table, but I mean, no one's throwing, punches. I'm sure some people have wanted to probably take me out for sure. I remember it wasn't what I didn't do anything directly to this person, but I did make a girl cry one time. But the situation was like, it was during nationals. I think she just got like a really bad end of a deal, not directly because of me, but like it was a situation where she got a bad deal with somebody else. I got a huge advantage because of it. And she realized that. And then I think like she mentally and emotionally just kind of said like, fuck this game. And like, I think she was upset. She was steaming. Which, that's just one specific case, right? I know some players have definitely been frustrated, but that's like part of the game. I've definitely been frustrated. I do find for me at this point, I don't really get too nervy by losses anymore. Like losing in big spots, like I think I've just come to the point where I'm okay with it. Like it's part of the journey, right? Like you can't win them all. As much as you would like to win that big semis or finals, sometimes you're just going to get put in a bad spot. And that's life. You got to move on, come back, keep playing. Good things will happen if you stay persistent. I've seen players lie so hard just to win the game. Well, that's a whole nother thing, to how much you're willing to push. But is what it is. For what it's worth, I could also be a sub as well. I could also sub this game. Maybe. But maybe it's better we commentate. I don't want to go in there and start wrecking faces. One of the funniest games that Rage Bait in. Yeah, I think that one of the best parts about playing over the board is like the banter, the social aspect, just having fun with it, like knowing everyone's being competitive, but there's still this air of like keeping it light and playful. So that's the best part. I think they've already got the sub situation. I didn't expect them, just so you guys know, they're getting a sub. I just didn't expect them to get a sub at this point. How do you always pull monos? I don't always pull monos, but I buy a lot of devs, which is a prerequisite for buying monos. Honestly, it's like I believe in the dev card strategy or just dev cards in general. So it's like if that makes you pull more devs throughout a game, you're going to pull more monopolies than the average person. It's just, it is what it is. It's so interesting. I had some players like Rayman, for instance. The reason why he stacks so many devs early is because he's looking for that monopoly, as an example. So certainly part of the core strategy for a lot of players. Do you remember the dirty mono against Penny? I remember it. Yeah. Yes. It was like it was yesterday. That's old news, man. But yeah, that was a game. Which, you know, that happens. Shit like that happens. These things happen. All right. So it looks like the table is starting to form. Let me just get you guys the overlay kit here so that you can see the players. That'd be kind of cool. And then we're gonna get rock and rolling, I think, in just like 2 minutes. We're also gonna probably play some games as well. So bear with me, guys. I like kind of just chilling. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this might. So let me see if this works. Yep. Discord overlay. Two monos for 8 cards feels like a crime. It is what it is. Are you playing MLC? I am playing MLC, man. I will be in that. Check. Cool. All right. I think they're getting their stuff together here. Yep, so there will be a new tournament starting, the Major League Catan. I don't know when that's going to be. Soon-ish, I guess. My ears are burning. I'm sorry, Penny. I've only got love for Penny. Penny's great. And also glad that you're here as well, by the way. You know, the thing with Catan, the Catan scene, it's too small. You know, it's like you have games with people, you move on, you cement friendships. Like, I think, actually think one of the best skills you can have is the ability to reset. You know, when you finish a game, the ability to just say, you know what, that wasn't right, reset, go to the next game, don't bring on baggage. It's hard, but you know what? Like the good players do it. I gotta go sleep, Danny, but enjoy the games, amigo. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I see the hearts. Appreciate you. I didn't know you were here. Not that I was saying anything I wouldn't say normally, but glad that you are here. All right, I think. Let me check here. Howdy. What's who you guys waiting for here?
Jabba, he just got here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Should be starting in like. Oh yeah.
Have a good game.
Okay.
All right, looks like we got the whole crew here. So we're gonna have a niche, who is D's Noobs, kind of a newer player to me. We've got J Dog, we've got Noise Pond, and then Chappa. So when we see the board, we're going to talk a little bit more about the players and what's kind of going on with that. But should be fun. Should be fun. All right. I think Chapa's almost there. How do they enforce not lying about giving our resource during a mono over the board? That's a good question. They don't. I mean, obviously somebody could lie if they really want to, but I think it's just an integrity thing. I mean, they assume when people go to these tournaments, they're going to play fair. They're not going to cheat. They're not going to have a monopoly in their back pocket. Excuse me. But yeah, if somebody really wanted not to give all the resources that got monoed, I guess they could. There's also just the case that somebody might be tracking well enough to know, like, hey, come on, I know what your hand is. We actually had a funny situation at Masters. Yeah, Deez is really good. I like what he's doing. We had a really... Tell me what your thought is here and what you should rule this as. At Masters, we had a situation where a 9 was rolled, which produces 2 wheat for me and then 2 wheat for another player. The other player was the banker, right? So he was dishing out the cards throughout the entire game. So we get our wheat from the 9. Well, I got my 2 wheat. You know, I got what I needed. I was happy. The player whose turn it was, he monopolies. He flips a monopoly and says he calls wheat. And he's, in his mind, the 9 just rolled. He should get 2 wheat from me and 2 wheat from the other player. The other player forgot to grab the 2 wheat from the bank. So I give him the 2 wheat, and then he's looking at the other player like, why you give me the wheat? He's like, well, I forgot to pick it up. So now it's like, well, do we retroactively give him the wheat because technically that's what should have been on the board? Or did that mistake, it's just like a really unfortunate situation, but does no extra wheat go to him because the other player denied himself of those resources as well? That's the question. So we called the judge over and we explained it to him, and it's like, the way they rolled it, they were just like, they said, just put the extra 2 wheat and give him the 2 wheat, right? Like if he should have had 4 wheat from that mono, just make sure he gets his 4 wheat. But I actually think probably the more accurate ruling there is to not give him the wheat. He should not get it. I don't think so. I think if one player made the mistake to deny, like, I don't think he intentionally did it. I don't think he's like, I'm not going to pick up wheat because it's going to get monoed. That was just a position you couldn't see that. But yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't make, he just totally forgot. To be fair to the other player, he was just in a bad situation. And I just think his mind was going in like 3 to 4 different directions, and he just forgot. That's why Colonist is so good, solves all this human problems. Sure, yeah. But at the same time, like, the human problems or the human element is like the best part of it. All right, so let's double check here. I'm going to be annoyed if, like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let me see if they've started. Broskies, you got to tell me these things. Jeez, man. They're not being helpful at all. All right, we got a board. I'm going to do my best to keep you guys in the loop here. But okay, so we got a board. We got a game. KOC. All right, so let me give you a quick rundown of these players. We've got Chapa. So he's a really strong Canadian player. He's made the final table. He's been on the online scene for a very long time. Very consistent. Also, just like a good guy. I like the brand of game that he plays. We got J-Dog, buddy, Florida Catan over here. Very strong player. Also been in the game for a very long time. We've had many duels. Back in like the Catan community days, we were playing in the tournaments, and so got a lot of love for him. We got Noise Pond, Brett, somebody that kind of on my way out of playing the Discords. I feel like Noise Pond really got a lot of momentum, but he's got a very interesting brand. Like, he does very good with the vibes of the table. He's very good at being nonchalant, keeping, kind of staying off the radar, not being overly aggressive. But it's worked for him. Like, he's been incredibly consistent, especially over the board, which I've been very impressed with. And then we got These Noobs, Anish from India, one of the newer players, but very talented. I think he's kind of been making a name for himself. So I don't really have a favorite here. I kind of feel like this is just a really good, well-rounded table. Now, as far as what we've got on the board side, I think one of the first things that I notice, and reason why we see first and second go 8-5-10, 8-4-10, is because of the wheat. We have this clear 8 wheat, really present with 8-4-10, 8-5-10. But then, like, the next best thing, you have the 3 wheat, the 12 wheat. So yes, we do have some big ore spots with the 6, but with the lack of wheat, it really does make it into question, like, is it worth it? My first thought is, when we have a wheat problem, is to go to a port. So now if I'm in third or fourth, I'm looking at what are the port situations here where, okay, maybe I won't produce the wheat, but maybe I can try to work it into my game. Wood port, very interesting. So 6-4-3 right. Actually, very, very interesting, right? Because not only do you get access to the wood port, but then you can also build over to the 8-3 here. So I'm actually liking that more and more. And there's a lot of ways you can pair that. 6-4-3 goes with 9-4-3, 9-4-11, 9-5-10. Yeah, these are all great options. So I think we'll see that. The other option here, and it could be a little bit slower because the brick is not too present, is something like the 6-3-9. And then you potentially try to build 8-3. Yeah, very good move here by Noise Pond. I think it's dual purpose. You get 3 unique resources. You get the best ore wheat combo here. You get 8-3, and then you get the wood port. I really like this pick. The more and more I look at it, the more I like it. It's a little bit more difficult for Niche here. My gut tells me he's not going to worry about the wheat, because it's like, do you go for low amounts of wheat, or do you go all out production in fourth and then try to use your port play? So I could see something along the lines of, the 6-9-3 is really speaking to me. I'm just trying to see, like, what are the good ways we can make it work. I guess you could do like 6-9-3 with the 9-5-10 and just try to chop up the wood to get to a port quickly. Certainly an option. And I suppose if he does that, he's got enough wood that he can chop up to stay flexible. Welcome everyone here. Bad spot for you, Danny. I want to be clear, guys. I want to be clear. I am not playing in this game. I am simply commentating on behalf of KOC. So we're just hanging out. I'm vibing with you guys. And what we will also do is we will be listening to the players, right? So I am in the VC. If there are critical moments where I think, hey, we can have players kind of speak up, we'll do that. Danny, I love how you include a positive mindset while playing. We need more of that. Keep the videos up. They make my day. Happy Dog 4095. Thank you so much. I try, man. Or gal. Friend. I really do try. I don't always do my best. I have good days. I have bad days. But I do think it's important as a content creator to try to showcase your best days or your best attitude. Especially if, like, I do feel a sense of leadership in this community to, like, bring the game to the masses in a way that, like, grows the game and makes it exciting. Your attitude and how you play and, like, how you approach it is honestly more than half the battle at this point. So this is tricky. You would really like to get onto the 9-4-3 here, but one of my issues with 9-4-3 is that I feel like 6-3 is an okay target. You could go like 9-4-3 to 8-3. And then maybe pair that with... Ooh. I don't know. I'm looking at some way maybe with the 6 ore. It's all kind of bad. I think my gut would tell me here is to 9-5-10, 6 Yep. And then maybe 9-4-3. There are some issues with 6-5-11, which I do like it. I do like it. My biggest issue here, though, is that I'm not quite sure, depending on how he builds this, if he's going to get a port. Now, there's an actually interesting case here to point right. I don't think anybody's taking 10-3-11 because the more I'm looking at this, the 9-10-2 to 6-2, that's a phenomenal play for both orange and white. 9-4-11, that's also a nice play. Like, I think there's enough here where I think he can point right. Well, then if he's taking this, then I think he's forcing the 9-4-3 here. It kind of feels that way, but then it gets tricky. Tuning in, we got Stargazer. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Do you mind sending the link for this game? Yep. So what I'll also do for you guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to juggle a bazillion things here. Yeah, they didn't do a good job with the link, did they? Here you go, Beefy. I also have the link for you guys. I mean, if you really want to go watch it, here, I'll give it to you guys. So, and just to be clear, we are watching. We are watching the King of Catan. So this is a league. You can go enjoy that if you want. Here's the game. If you don't really want to watch it here, you can watch it wherever you want. I don't care. Up to you. Drew, how you doing in Champs this season? I'm not playing in Champs, man. I played in Champs plenty back in the day. That being said, I think I gotta be careful how I say this. There's a handful of players that make it to where I just have zero desire to play in Champs. But if those players didn't exist, I think I'd happily play again. So, but that's not realistic. You are a bit rude sometimes. All right, Zhao. I don't know what I did today, but sorry you feel that way, my friend. All right. It was a tough spot. I mean, the issue is like you either go heavy into the port play or you go for this kind of building play where you're picking up something like the 8. Would be really funny just to mute those players in the Discord and still play. Does white go 6-3? I think white is probably going to do something more along the lines of like 6-9-2 to 6-3. I think just making sure you get the spot, making a deal where 6-3 is always an option for them. They can also even look at this 9-10-2 to 6-2, which seems kind of strange, but just getting that touch of sheep. And that's actually something we didn't really mention here is the sheep situation is very interesting, right? But 6-3 is an out for sure. Also, I don't mind 6-11-12. You know, just being on that shared 6, having access to a couple different port options. Pretty good. So we do see noise. Very interesting taking the 9-10-2. What I like about this is obviously he's getting access to all the resources, right? It's not great, 9-10-2, 6-4-3. But where this setup gets super interesting is how it builds. So obviously his idea, I would assume, is to go 6-2, get the port, double ore, get to 8-3, double wheat. And then once he has the wood port, he's got a lot of flexibility here with the wood. So it's kind of like there's a lot he needs to do, but if he can get these settles down quickly, wow. Okay, that's fine. He can also do that too. I do see the value of obviously getting more brick. I think for me, I would look a little bit more to his setup. Like, I really like the idea of doubling on the 6 here, where it's like every time the 6 rolls, you have a massive advantage. Because, like, to me, his biggest goals are he wants the 8-3, 100%, right? Just getting that wheat is really valuable here. So it's like then you double your wheat. It makes sense to double the ore so that you can use them in tandem. But, okay. I mean, 5-2 is not bad. Maybe he sees something with if the issues of going 6-2 here. Blue, exactly. Blue has a lot on his plate, which I would say when you have a road style player that has too much to do, that's a little concerning. Versus I do kind of think he has a very straightforward game if he goes like, let's say 6-4-3 to 8-3 first. He gets his ore wheat where it needs to be. And then he can kind of road settle as like a secondary option. Then again, like maybe he also just wants to go 8-3 Woodport. Or even Woodport right away. Like he's got options. But I think 8-3 is kind of your go-to pick in most cases. Sent flow state. Bad road. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Looks kind of cool. Guys, by the way, I really appreciate everyone being here, just sharing your support. 200 joules. I've seen this whole new thing with like the joules from Catan. Thank you so much. I think that's really cool. I like 9-5-10 for you, then sheep port, and 6. Well, I have to say, if I'm Chappa, he can't really go wrong here. I think he's got a lot of great options. It's very interesting, too. Let's go into chat because I think there's a lot of potential deal making that could happen here. Like, I don't know if J-Dog is going to be... Let's take a look here.
Don't take, I do. Doesn't matter to me. I can make either work.
That seems fun. Okay.
We got mad. We took mad production.
Okay, fuck it.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So this is King of Catan, the Premier League. So they have 2 different leagues. They have PCL, Proven Competitors League, which is kind of like their base entry league. Still a lot of great players. But then if you think top 4 there, then you get promoted to the Premier League. So really good players here. Now, J-Dog has a really weird situation. Does he want to invest into the production of the 9-5-10? Which I think the answer is yes. Or does he want to go for more of the ore wheat style play with something like 6-3 or even like 8-3 right, just to get some wheat dominance and build to the 6-3? It's kind of risky. And look at this, 6-5-11 working out really, really well here. I'm surprised White didn't point his road up. Well, the reason is because I think 9-5-10 is like a serious threat. Like, I actually think if I'm J-Dog here, I'm probably just taking production, going to the 3-1, and then just working the angle there. He's got 3-1, sheep port. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got another person asked about the World Cup. You guys like your World Cup, which I like that. Yeah, I think you just point left here. I really do think the 3-1. Boom. All right. We got a board. We got a game. Who do you guys have your money on here? You know, we've got White set up. He's got a very interesting, kind of feels like an all 5. Really good, though. Ore wheat, nice wood brick ratios. I do have Mr. Pink here, 6-5-11, 9-4-3. Really looking to kind of road settle to get his setup to where it's a little bit more flexible. We got Noise Palm Blue with the 9-10-2, 6-4-3. again, he's kind of in that situation where he needs to really just get his settles down, which I feel like will help his game immensely. Then we got Mr. Production, J-Dog with a 9-5-10, 8-5-10. You know, the best thing with these tables is they're going to be trading. They're going to be working together. So who you think could be the favorite? The dust will settle as the trades happen. It's too early to call. I like your spot, though. You like my spot? I got a good spot. I like blue setup the most. So we got some people for blue. We got some people for orange. Yep, so this is a tournament game. This is not specifically a tournament. It's a league, right? So they play multiple games over a couple weeks and months. And at the end, they have a playoff system based on top appearances. So all really good stuff. It would be really helpful if somebody from King Catan, I'm kind of like overloaded with taking care of this. Someone is willing to post it. That would be really cool. I don't know if Kelly or anyone on the admin team could help. Mr. Zhao, I'm commentating. That's why. That happens, right? You have players that like to watch other players and give their feedback or watch moves or give you guys some kind of inside commentary. By the way, we see the 6. That is a very interesting role where we have 3 players who profit off of that. But will you play? I don't know, man. It might be too rude for you to play. So we'll see. We will be playing tonight. Hard for Pink. Yeah, I mean, Pink has a really big issue, which is the lack of a port. But it's not unbearable, right? One thing for Pink is he could get 8-3 and 6-3. Like, I think Pink has a wonderful road game. Like, I could see if he can get his setup up and running, he can kind of play like a 4 cities longest road style game for sure. Whose setup do you like the most? I like what J-Dog has, which is he's got really strong everything with the exception of the ore. But he's a really good player. I think he's got some good port play with the 3-1, the sheep port, the brick port. Like, his setup just builds nicely. That being said, if this board is trading consistently and really bouncing things out, everyone's got a good setup here. All right. So let's actually listen in really quick.
Oof,
Nice block.
rough one.
Anybody trading the wheat?
Yes,
I cannot.
yes.
I don't know if I actually trade. I don't know if there's any purpose behind it.
Because you still need the brick,
guess I-
yeah.
Yeah. What would you need? Yeah, it's not the 2 brick. Yeah.
Like wood and something else.
No, I know he's gonna ask for 2 cards for
Well,
God
duh.
knows what reason when it's not even a settle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting close to it.
Yeah, put me on 7 just to get, or no, guess I go down.
Yeah, you'll go down. There you go.
So one thing I've noticed, with Noise is Noise Pond's really good at what's the best way to put it? Like, kind of downplaying. If somebody makes a comment like that, he's very good at kind of make it in jest a little bit or kind of like making fun of it, but not in like a demeaning way by any chance. Like he is like legitimately funny in a lot of cases. And I think that's part of his style, right? It's kind of that like, you're trying too hard, we're just here having fun and like you don't have, you can relax a bit. I've noticed like he definitely leans into that a lot, which really plays well in person. Like it's really cool to see. But it does seem like for blue, he is prioritizing this 5 brick, which, some players really like wood and brick. They build out that style and it makes sense, right? There's not a lot of brick on this board, really only the 5 and the 4. And who knows if he settles 5-2 in the 2 rolls, it could be a pretty nice little payday for him with this double wood situation. That being said, I think the player who's probably going to move the fastest is J-Dog. He, like I said, he has the coordinated fives. He's got the sheep and the wheat. I can see him getting a settle down kind of quickly. But the question is, like, can he play through the robs that's going to happen if he settles fast? So if I'm J-Dog, I might even trade away some of my early wood and brick, get a couple development cards, pace a little bit better there. I like that from him. I feel like White has a pretty bad spot. White has a bad spot. I don't think so. He just for Chappa, he's got to stay off the radar, right? Like he's kind of playing like an all 5 setup, but he's not like a specialist in one thing. But for him, if he can continue building, balancing the board, getting some good deals, maybe a couple favorable development cards, you know, the monopoly's always there for you. He'll be just fine, right? And this is a perfect example. He's making deals. This is a nice little hand for him here. Now, that being said, we might end up seeing J-Dog hit either the 8 or the 6. Not great for Chappa, because it feels like Chappa's probably going to take some heat. Which he does. I like this block. From J-Dog's perspective, you want to accentuate your advantage. So in this situation, if he blocks the 8 wheat, then he's kind of got this big, massive advantage when it comes to the wheat in general, but obviously the 8 as well. So, yeah, unfortunate situation for Chapo, but okay, he rolls a 7. We're kind of back into the driver's seat of where do we want to block. Best block here could be the 10. You've also got the 5, which feels kind of not great, but it does hit 2 players who have settled. Wow. All right. That needs to be listened in
No,
on.
I was gonna say I don't know, that settle felt kind of easy.
Yeah,
like all
way
around.
too easy.
It's just like, yeah, but J-Dog, you also traded. But I guess it made more sense for you, I think.
Yeah, I got insurance out of it. I got a 2-for-1.
I just need this game to slow down, so I'm trying to.
Nice
Yeah.
spot.
Oh my god.
It was always the 8.
This appeal to anybody. Fucking hell.
I don't want to squeeze you noise, but I'll take 2 because you're probably holding with it anyways, right? Guessing.
Take 2.
Like any 2 cards. It
I
can be like
can't-
wood cheap. I don't
Doesn't
care.
make any sense. That I don't have settle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Offer your brick trade, but I owe my next brick to him. Try to
It
pass this
doesn't.
side to him.
What? Okay, now I'm just like offended by these trades. Yeah, I'll just take 2 cards that you don't do anything on. Like, why are we even talking? Like offensive.
Offensive.
Is anyone trading brick?
Got none. Only Choppa.
Is there?
Oh, wait, no, he traded it.
No, that's no. That's
Got none. Chopper traded it.
Just thinking, is there a deal of someone giving me this wheat and I give them something? Like it could only be a 1-for-1,
I have
and
0
it's
wheat.
war.
you.
I
You're
feel
saying
like
you
it's
have enough. You have enough sheeps to 4-1, or you have enough?
Yes.
Oh. Sure, noise. Thinking I can do wheat for whatever card you have and just trade me the brick off your 5. That makes sense.
Probably
sure.
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Wow. Nice one.
I think I'm forced to, dude. My position sucks unless I get going to these spots.
No, I know. That's
All right. Well, I mean, we got some wheeling and dealing, right? So it sounds like he's going to get noise onto the 5 next time the 5 rolls. Then that is going to go to a niche. good. I mean, good on Noise. Obviously, he needs to stay into the game and action, but also pretty good on Anish here. So one thing I am looking at, I do really like Pink's setup. Like, obviously, the lack of the port is problematic, especially with all this extra wood production. But he solves him a lot of his problems with the 3-10-11, right? He's going to pick up an extra source of sheep. He's going to have just a little bit more wheat to go with the ore. So, honestly, I really like his setup. So if I'm the board, I really don't want to accelerate that. And the 2, as soon as he settles, big payday. That's huge. That's huge for white here, for blue, excuse me. You know, one thing I was thinking about, Chappa gave up his brick and Anish got into the 8. I'm not really happy about that because, one of the big advantages is that if you have a spot that's isolated, which means no one else is settled on it, it gets blocked less. But once he trades a niche onto the 8, it's like not only does he get the advantage of getting onto the wheat, but now that 8 also gets blocked sooner. So I just wonder if he didn't trade a niche onto the 8, would J-Dog have moved the knight somewhere else? And I think the answer is yes. It's a subtle thing, but we'll see. We'll see how all of this pans out. Sorry, Anish is pink. D's noobs. Yeah, so we got Chappa, Noise Pond, D's noobs, and J-Dog. But okay, I mean, great deal for blue to roll the 2 there. It's kind of like he needs some of those good rolls to just keep him moving. Now, it's a big question is where is blue going to go next? Do we go Woodport, try to lock that down, or do we go 8-3? So, Nathan, to be clear, I am commentating this game. This is on behalf of King of Catan. I am not playing, which is why you don't see my name, you don't see any cards. Just to be clear. It's all good, man. All good. Let me see here.
We're just
Yeah,
thinking out loud for noise
severely
here.
kills my game long term.
Not really. You got the 6-2, 6-3 still.
Not really, he says.
Ooh.
You got the 8-3 expansion. Like, I like your setup, Noise.
I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why you also didn't just point left.
He wants that wood port, that juicy wood
Oh,
port.
dude. Am I gonna be bullied here?
Don't give in. Say no to bullying. Stand up for what's right.
Or you can drop 2 roads and join me, and then we can fight for who gets the spot on the solo 4 wood port. It'll be a fun race.
I'll just go.
I
Yeah.
always
Timer.
roll a 3, nice.
I'll
Oh,
be a bit-
Oh, you chickens out.
I mean, I can go for it if odds.
We will play some games live as well, but this is spur of the moment, Sometimes you just get a vibe and you're like, you know what, I want to commentate. It's just more, sometimes I enjoy it. He can plow 3-10-11. It's true. I actually think 8-3 is fine for him. I think just getting that advantage, because the thing is for blue, he can do a lot of different things here, right? After he gets 8-3, he can go to 6-2, he can go to Woodport. So I think that's fine. We do see he gave an ore to Chappa and got a wood. Very interesting here. I don't believe he got the brick from blue. So far, though, I mean, I do think Chappa's in the worst position. I mean, he's falling behind, but he's also a good enough player. I think he'll be fine. It does seem like what Chappa was saying was I think he wants to go one more road and then take the Woodport, which obviously hurts blue a little bit. But I think with having the 10-4, it is actually a pretty nice little feature of the position. But by no means would I say it's like groundbreaking, Do you watch other games quite a lot and analyze them? A decent amount. I mean, I don't commentate them too often, but sometimes like I'll enjoy just having a game on the background and kind of watching it, seeing how other players look at positions, kind of try to find mistakes from other players, look for good plays. He does this for us. I mean, I do it to give you guys something different. I have over 500 videos on the channel. You know, I have hundreds of gameplays over the last couple years. It is nice as well as a creator to do different things. Trust me, you can't play Catan games every video, every stream. You gotta expand. This wheat block is brutal for Pink. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's kind of critical with the amount of ore that he has on the 6 and 11. You really don't want to give him the ability to drop cities or buy development cards for that matter, because once he gets momentum, it becomes very difficult, I think. So, yeah, it needs to be brutal, or else this setup just gets a lot to work with here. My guess here is Chappa's hand's probably stuck. He's got 8 cards, and he's trying to finagle a deal.
The next brick you get.
No.
You did say that. You did
It's
say
not
that.
the
Well, if
4.
that was the case, then
Yeah.
You said next brick. You didn't say the 4 specifically, by the way. Just
The
letting
next
you know.
brick
did,
trade
I
I
think he
get.
did say the 4
Uh-huh.
because
The 4.
because
don't think he
noise
said
was
4.
also specific off the 5.
I don't
Otherwise,
think-
noise's
no.
2 brick roll would have been yours if no one had specified, but everyone
This is
did, so we're all good.
Did you really specify a niche?
Yeah. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure I
okay.
did.
Sorry,
Pretty sure.
I thought you said next brick. It's all good. If you meant 4, it's all good. No worries.
I don't really know what was
Fiver.
Beautiful.
Big 5.
for any.
Well, there's the brick for a niche, which yes, he did he did specify. So this brick needs to go to Pink. Though if Noise plays this right, maybe there is a way for him to settle, but I think he's going to be missing the weight because the 3 has been quite quiet. What up, Mr. Squash? What is good? What is good? GGJ Dog. That's a pretty big claim. It is good. I think if I'm J Dog here, I mean, he's doing the right thing, right? Which is block the 8, try to stack a couple devs, and just either you get the utility or you get a couple knights to keep blocking the 8. And he's really got a massive advantage in the early to middle game by doing that. Another 4. Huge. Now the question is, 6 cards, does he have the road settle? That would be really good for him. A niche is Pink, yes. I keep calling him niche. I can call him D's noobs if you want, but a niche is. I kind of know most of these people on kind of like a first, somewhat of a first name basis. I don't want to call them noobs, but I could. I'm also trying to think if J Dog has a road builder, does he ever take 3, 10, 11? I don't dislike it, honestly. You know, picking up a source of ore, getting a little bit more wheat. But there's always a deal here, especially with Anish having a ton of ore potentially. Maybe you can find a way to get some ore for compensation for leaving it.
This is like a built-in non-steal for you, eh? Okay, I see what you're doing.
He's wheeling and dealing.
I have 2 sheets for wood. Yeah. Sounds good.
Does anybody want sheep?
I do.
No.
Drop my road.
I do, sir.
Oh, what you got?
Probably a Bricksky.
Excuse. You know what? I think if you have a knight, I let myself be extorted. Cheap for brick.
Okay. Well, I'm on 7 cards, so I have to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you trade in the sheep.
Cheap for brick. Yeah. I assume you're
Okay.
probably blocking what, the 5 or the 5? You play the knight first, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, if you play the knight and give me a
Okay.
non-steal, I'll trade sheep for brick. I assume you're probably blocking one of the 5s or the 10, I guess. But probably
Okay.
one of the 5s. Or shoot, if
got-
you were
Sure.
so inclined to block the 9, I would still do it. But I don't think
I think
you're
it's gotta
doing
be
that.
the 5 wood.
Yeah. 5 wood. I guess should I be a nice guy to Brett and give him insurance?
Give him insurance, yeah.
That's my
yeah.
dog,
Dude,
right? You're my dog.
I got a insurance deal. That's like crazy. Do you need wood?
Okay. Okay. So you don't want me to steal from you, Noise?
Oh, you're trying for rob, dude. No,
No. I'm saying I'm
I
giving
don't-
you insurance with the rob.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I need a 4-1 to like even action on my turn, so I don't want to be robbed. I got like Prid on 7.
Okay. Cool. What do I do in this spot? I think I just do
I think it's
this.
the 5. Yeah, it's the 5 wood.
Yeah. I might need to go rob there. Probably fair.
Makes sense.
Both of you made a good trade.
Yay! I did it.
All right. So Chap was on the board. Yeah, you can see like one of the big differences with these style of games is like the wheeling and dealing, right? It's a lot slower pace than your ranked games, but you're getting a lot more like per turn action because the deals are happening so frequently. But it's only slower simply just because like some of these deals take a little bit of massaging to figure it out. But okay, that's not horrible. I mean, okay, you picked up a port and a 3 pip spot. Okay, I'm not like ecstatic about that for Chapa, but at least it's points. I started watching you a few weeks ago and loved the content. Could you explain a little what does it mean when you play patient game or what would be aggressive game? Yeah, so patient versus aggressive is more about like the pacing, right? How fast you work with the board. Like, are you building and you're 2 or 3 points ahead? That's very aggressive, right? Because you're going to be probably a liability to the other 3 players. You're going to get robbed the most. You're going to get blocked in some of your best spots. Versus if you're playing more patient, you're kind of you're letting others pace ahead. You know, maybe they're 1 or 2 points ahead of you, so you're getting more favorable deals. It just depends on like what's the optimal strategy there. He does have Cordy fours. That is true. But then I would say then the Cordy fours is like this is nice, but then the wood port is less relevant if every time the 4 rolls you're getting the brick, right? So now there could be a scenario, and this should not be discounted. One of the reasons you might want a 2-for-1 port is if you have a way to buy development cards somewhat consistently, is obviously the mono, right? A wood mono is a real possibility here for Chapa. And there's also potential trades where maybe 2 wood now is a card for him. So that could be a really nice angle too, is he's getting interesting trades or he's doing some kind of wood port service. All right. We do have, I mean, Noise Pond Blue is doing very well. He's got that 8-3 down. He did kind of forego the wood port, but honestly, I like the 6-2 anyways. So the only issue for Noise is that, I mean, I wouldn't say this is an issue by any means. Like he's kind of set up now to do really well, but he's got to build 2 roads and a settle to get onto a port. So we'll see. What's your thoughts about the 4 wood play? I would have simply settled 4-11, but again, I'm not as experienced. I don't mind it. I think I like the idea for a cost of a road, he gets a port. That can be very useful. For a single road, he has the ability to, like I said, mono the wood, maybe get some interesting trades. So I think it's fine. And there's also a defensive resource there, right? Which is he also denies the wood port for blue. So my general philosophy is when you can do something that does 2 to 3 things at the same time, it's usually a pretty good move. All right, big 7 for a niche here. D's Noobs at 7 cards, doesn't 7 out. Now he's got some great blocks. I think he can put it onto the 5 brick. He can put it onto the 8 wheat. The 10 is something worth considering. Let's see. He's a wheeler and dealer, though.
Anyone has wheat?
Nobody has wheat. Blocking the 8 doesn't help your wheat situation because your 8
I
then
rolled
just
my
gets
First
blocked.
one with that 3 there.
I don't know what I hit. Otherwise, I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Maybe the 4 if you don't want to see the knight.
I don't think it's the 4.
It's maybe J-Dog. Yeah, I haven't talked to think. I was just scrolling log. Kind of set up now. Don't know. Both the hands are pretty bad for me.
Yep, I think
Save
you're probably getting a
7
wood
out.
or a sheep.
Yeah. I mean, Jared doesn't make or he's getting sheep. Or... I don't know. If you
Shocker,
want the card
you
back,
got a
J-Dog,
sheep.
I can, I can, yeah, I can trade. I mean, I don't know.
Trust me, I do not need that.
I mean, once you settle Sheepport, he'll just churn
Yeah,
a
once
sheep
I settle
himself.
sheep port, maybe I will need it.
Probably not.
That's tough.
Anyone have 2 sheeps? Willing to pay?
No.
So
Nope.
you can afford a one?
Yeah.
Nah.
Is it trade?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hell
No.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
no. What the
Well,
fuck?
You don't have 2, right, Jado? Just have the 1.
Nope. Yep.
So why are we
Oh.
doing that?
Nice. Would you ever do wood or for sheep? It only works if I get 2 trades. Just trying to settle.
Wood or for sheep?
Yeah, I'll give you wood or for sheep.
Oh, no. It's just
Hmm.
more cards that I can't do anything with. So.
That doesn't really work, does it? Oh.
Just hold like a man.
Stuff. This is basically what I need, so there's a way to make it work. I don't think there is.
If you hadn't robbed me, I would absolutely do that trade. That's
No, but
funny,
I still
actually.
need another. I still need another sheep though, J-Dog. I got
Oh
your sheep,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. Well, if you'd have stolen a sheep off someone else, I would have done that trade.
Can
for
I?
sure.
Because with this, J-Dog, I'm just gonna port and hold. So is there a way that I get a non-steal with this on the 8? That you're
Yeah.
doing it?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Works.
J-Dog, I don't think you should be robbing me if you go.
I mean, you got to give credit. D's Noobs, Anish is doing a great job wheeling and dealing. Which, obviously why he's had some good success. But yes, J-Dog has to hit the 8 wheat. I mean, it's just his block. We do see the 4, which Chappa must be pretty happy about that. Now, Chappa needs a 7 here because he can't really afford to have his 8 blocked, though he does have the 10 go. It's kind of weird. Like, what does white do next? I mean, the ore port is not great. I think he really needs to save his wood and invest into a city. It's probably his best play. Which he had the 4 roll, he had the 10 roll. So we know he at least has 2 wood. He has some of the ore. It could be the possibility if he's patient, he can maybe use that wood to port for the city and then use that extra production to figure out what he wants to do next. You don't think knights are good? Knights are okay, right? One thing I'm worried about in white's position is falling behind on production. So it's like, and yes, he can always pull the monopoly. That is a option. But the better play probably for him is to try to get his production up quickly and then go into development cards because no one's really in a position to buy devs at this point in time. Like Anish is clearly putting all his efforts into getting the 3-10-11. So it's like he has time to pace army, and he's already a knight ahead. But yeah, I just get a little bit concerned if he's porting everything to buy a development card here, and he's got 1 or 2 cards in hand, and J-Dog's just beating him down. It's just not a good place for him to be. Pink is definitely not playing road with double. Well, Pink could absolutely play road here, right? Because with Pink, he doesn't need a lot. Once he gets to 3-10-11 and he starts building cities, that threat of connecting is always there for Pink. See? So, by the way, how insane would a plow be here by blue? I mean, I feel like blue getting the 3-10-11 would be a huge sting between him and Pink, but it would ultimately change his game immensely, right? He would have the ability to play for longest road. He definitely hurts Anish, who I think has a really good road game as well, or at least potential for road. So let's see what happens. White can, right? Like he's at 3 roads. He needs 2. I just don't think that's it. I do think blue can ultimately play for road, right? Like in this situation, that's expensive. Which, by the way, wouldn't it be nice if he had a wood port? Wouldn't it be nice? You know? I thought the wood port was pretty good for him, but I guess not. Blue can definitely do it. And one thing, too, is like if blue can get to the 6-2, he can also try to cut the roads long term. Because I don't see Pink ever going for the connect unless it's for like a massive mono play, or maybe he's got like a road builder. Because anytime he's dropping roads, he's going to 6-3 most likely because he needs to settle spots. Let's see here. I know we can. I'm just saying production and dev seem way better priority. That being said, like I do think if the board can help Chappa get a cheap knight, like, you know, he's not porting his wood, then it's not a bad play just to keep this 8 open. But I guess he kind of has to lean on a niche, which that would be a really good angle, right? For Chappa to be like, okay, Anish has all this extra wood. Maybe I can use that with my port to get some value. All right, let's listen in here. It seems like more wheeling and dealing.
Not that one. The bottom one with insurance, eh?
Yeah.
Sure.
Damn. It's like a 2v2.
That cards.
Yeah, except you're on my ass. That's what I'm saying.
No, I got the wood actually. I got a bunch of wood.
Yeah,
I mean, I was on your ass early, but these guys are just spamming trades like it don't matter.
A good trade's a good trade. What can I say, right? Does anybody want wood? Going once, going twice. Does anybody want a 3-1 port or giving multiple cards for other cards?
I have a brick for you, J-Dog. Can you give me a wheat and a wood?
That probably doesn't make sense because I only have 1 wheat. So
No
I'd probably rather
problem.
just spend it. Yeah.
I think you're in a good spot. I don't want to trade really.
What's the
Yeah.
best play for
Certainly
J-Dog
not in a
here?
bad spot.
What should J-Dog do? Should he settle? Should he dev? What's the optimal play here? Interesting to know your comments. Drew would be on 9. I wouldn't be on 9 now. That's not true. This is too good of a table to just like blitzcrank it.
A non-block, Anish.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably should have, yeah. That's true.
Nobody wants sheep, right? What to do here? What to do?
Bang.
Bang.
I don't think he has a city. Unless we've just been kind of like or trade here or trade here. All right, he's got a city.
That's dope.
Nice.
Right call. Made the right call.
All right, well, if you got a city, then freaking, of course, you take a city there. I was actually thinking if he couldn't, I actually thought potentially the Devil's not a bad play, but yeah, I mean, with no ore to be able to get a city on the 9-5-10 is super, super nice. Especially with the fact that he's going to settle on the sheep port. The 9's a free card. The 10's a free card. The 5s are going to be 2 roads each. Like, this is pretty nasty situation for him. We'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, this is the challenge. And one of the things that a niche has to be careful about, you know, he takes all this ore with a 6-5-11, which is great, and he picks up the 8. But J-Dog did a wonderful job really slowing them down by keeping that 8 pinned. So now all this ore is stuck in their hand. So he's naturally getting a lot of these deals. So it's like, you kind of have to be careful. It's one of those situations where you start trading with the devil too much. He's really going to take your soul. Yeah, I mean, look, J-Dog is an incredible player. My biggest concern, I mean, I got a lot of concerns now is the board. But one thing is like the status quo is unacceptable, right? So if J-Dog just continues to build by a dev, pin down the 8, it's like the board's just heading towards an L. So this is like where Chappa, all 3 of these players have to figure out a game plan. It's like, how do we get into the game? How do we make sure that J-Dog just doesn't kill us and we lose in the next 15 minutes? So this is like where leadership really has to come in these kind of games, I think.
I'm going to drop a road. Maybe I'll do the sheep port. Sure. What's up? Anish?
I'm just thinking if you ever put my woods for wheat so I can buy a dev, then block or 8.
Okay, what can you give in return if I make you a wheat?
Just thinking of wood for free, I guess. That's all I have right now. Oh, yeah.
So then you give me this.
Yeah.
Hopefully you buy a knight.
Yeah.
Nah, he buys the mono
Uh,
here.
What do I
Oh,
do
city.
here? What do I do? I think I'm gonna hope some 12 roll.
There it is.
All right, look, I mean, this is where, like, I think if this was a ranked game, obviously we'd give J-Dog a huge edge here. But if they're making trades like that every turn where they're using each other's ports, they're helping each other build cities by development cards, this thing is far from over. And I think this is going to be a really tough table for J-Dog to 3v1. And that's where he's at right now. Like, he's going to take a ton of heat while the other 3 players are helping each other action almost every single turn. So we'll see. We'll see if he has enough firepower. I mean, if he could survive, like if he 7s, I think he's in a lot of trouble. But if he survives this turn and walks away with like settled dev or something, or double dev, okay, he's fine. But the next 2 rolls will determine a lot, I think. Ba-ba-bum. The 8-5-10 makes the wheat a target. Yeah. It's always 6-9. 9-5-10 here. Always. All right. Oh, the stick's going crazy. Now imagine the 12 rolls for Chappa, right? We know he's got 4 ore in hand. A 12 is insane. And now both blue and pink are buying development cards. Again, that's more pressure from J-Dog. That being said, J-Dog does, he's got 2 points in front of him, so he's kind of got at least guaranteed 6 points. Another road settle in the 9. He'll be fine. But yeah, he's kind of got the 3v1's going to be tough though. Now the dice really matter. Well, the dice matter. Development cards are going to be big. But the thing is, when you have 3 players communicating and trading and balancing, the dice matter less, right? Because people are willing. Oh, that's really good. I think if you're J-Dog, if you can effectively buy some devs here, that's great. Maybe a settle into a dev would also be nice too. But I think you've got to get some protection here. And I don't think he's going to get a lot of trades unless he's paying up. So
Cheap and wood for an ore.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Probably do that too, yeah.
I don't think that one makes sense.
All good.
If anyone wants sheep,
No.
Let me know.
No.
wow, a 5 really puts me over, eh?
So take the one card.
it's a great roll.
That's a tough problem, huh?
Yeah, that's a really tough problem to have.
I think if I'm J-Dog there, I think maybe there was a trade to settle dev. I really think a development card is worth his time. Because there's no bad dev. If he pulls a knight, he's got protection, right? And his production's important here. He needs his rolls. But there's also that window of going for potentially army. I think road builder is still valuable. Mono's winning. VPs are great. So I think that's one thing I've learned over the years is when I have these settles, I try to look for other options, usually for the utility. Because he's going to be able to settle easily, right? Like he produces a ton of wood and brick. That being said, we need to go back to the well for Chappa. I think he needs to just keep doing what he's doing, right? Which is using this wood port, looking for deals.
And that did incentivize me to block the 8.
So
He
it's
was
Anisha's
working to
fault.
cut this, but yeah, this is true.
Do you
Do
do,
you
the
wanna-
trade if it gives you a non-block?
Hey Brett, do you have a knight?
Why?
Maybe I can like hold cards for you and you like play the knight pre-roll. Maybe like hold 2 cards. Thoughts?
burn your
I'd
only
much
night.
rather. Yeah, I would also rather wait to just see if Anish had one instead of play one.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't really provide me much value.
Because I could see an orbit of like 5, 9, and like we just start to get cooked by J-Dog. But yeah, that's fair. So I'll just pass.
Yeah, but in my position, I'm not just gonna willy-nilly waste dev cards.
Smart.
Well, it's not a wait,
There's,
but it's all good.
like slight defense right now. I think that's just too much.
Off. Off.
So tough.
Am I too good at the game?
Never laugh.
Am I too good at the game?
I want to point
Yo.
something out here. Obviously J-Dog is in the lead, right? Like he's got some good runway. But I want you to take note of like what's going on here with noise pawn setup, right? Which is he's a road from longest. He's got a down dev, which we don't know if it's a knight or not. He claims it is, but it very much he could be bluffing there. He's got 6-2 incoming, which gives him 2 ore on the 6. Like you could see a play here. Like let's say he's got a VPs on 5, settles for 6, cities for 7. He drops roadies on 9 points. Like that's not a crazy scenario that could happen in the next 2 orbits, right? Like he might even have a city here. I'm pretty sure he's got a settle. He's a good chance he's probably got the settle. Like he's doing something with 8 cards. But I could see if like Chapin and Anish go heavy into orange here. I think he's got a perfectly fine situation to win. Noise is almost unblockable. Yeah. Well, he's yeah, and I think the dev is fine there. He's done a good job pacing, I have to say. Really good job pacing. So we do see a knight from Anish here. By the way, have the game sounds not been going for you guys? I just realized I don't think we have game sounds. Which seems kind of weird. Why is it not going into my ears? Whatever the case is, we should be hearing. Is that what it is? Sound muted. Unmuted. Audio's up. Is it being routed somewhere else? I don't think so. Oh, it's there. Okay. Maybe things haven't happened in a while. And there's the 5. You know, I actually think maybe the 5 is a worse roll. I feel like the 5 is. So this is actually a good point. I had this situation happen to me at Masters. Like, one thing you have to think about is you have to brace for rolls that you get absolutely annihilated on. Like, for instance, the 8 rolling is not that bad from the standpoint of, like, at least from a niche and Chapla's perspective, they profit on the 8 too, right? Every time the 8 rolls, they get weight, right? So it kind of like, it's a fair roll in a sense. Now, obviously, when you block it, then you deny it, so it becomes more advantageous to you. But in these situations, when you have a higher production, you have these like volatile rolls. The 5 just decimates literally everybody on the board except J-Dog, right? Because he gets 4 cards and everyone else gets 1. So I kind of feel like bringing that roll down a bit is worth considering. But of course, this is also hindsight too, right? Like the 8 could have rolled there blocked. But I think it's really worth considering is like sometimes you have to block for impact. Because like back-to-back 5s here is devastating to this board. Okay, we have sound. I'm just crazy. This next roll could make or break the game, right? 7 really, I think, crushes J-Dog. But if he hits like a 9 or another 5, I think it's going to light it up. So let's kind of listen in and kind of see how this will transpire. Big City by a niche, by the way.
But you live and you learn.
The 9 is
High roll 9. Let's do it.
This is true, noise. This is true. That many low.
Anybody want sheep?
No, you're just destroying. I think it's
Yeah.
an
Dang.
embargo, Spargo.
Tried.
it's not buying devs. I want more devs.
Oof.
Okay.
I think J-Dog's way to win here is to keep the tempo of the game with development cards. So obviously he's doing great. He's doing great. But the issue is the more he allows them to buy devs, the more the board gets back into it. And I think he's had the 2 options instead of settling to buy devs both times. Now, of course, he's still doing great, but I just think there's a lot of value in going to the development card deck in his position. Hi from Italy. Thank you so much, Intensity. I really appreciate that, man. Glad that you're here. But that being said, yeah, he does have he has 3 different ports now. He has an open settle. His flexibility is great, but I'm starting to think that he's probably not going to get Army, which I feel that was a win condition he could have fought for sure. Yeah, I feel like Army's gone now. And the 9 hits again. Huge roll. It's kind of tough. Look at this. And look at this. Not playing a knight. Now, he could be, we'll see how he does this. But he might be on 7 points, rode for 9 freaking points. Like, this is not trivial. And I don't see really who's taking road here. Like, if Noise Pawn has 2 VPs or even VP mono, he's in a serious spot here. Like, it could be the case, no joke, he could win the game next turn. If he drops a city, he drops a road with 2 VPs. So, yeah, I'm getting, if I'm the board, like, I have to figure out what's going on with blue here. Because if J-Dog's building to 10, then you're not that worried. No big deal, right?
And then hopefully we give him woods. He rolls
Yeah,
more
that
wood.
is kind of my better play.
Just thinking we make more.
I can't
predictive
self block
plays.
5. I'm like, I got a road settled to get like my point after. It's just way too hard without a 5 like block.
Yeah, so just block the 5 wood.
Impossible.
Okay, now we know. Now we know. I think that's
Get some
reasonable.
trash, it's fine.
Can you pop again? That'd be huge.
Oh man. Now this is interesting.
Now it is.
What is interesting?
I got a pop in hand if I poured out my cards. I'm just debating. Like I'm gonna need this city, but maybe I can play devs with this and allow the 5 to be blocked. I'm just thinking.
I started with my city. I'm thinking I play depths and then you play road.
He can pop here fine because the 6 is doubled, so he gets 2 on the 6. The 3's doubled. The city actually won't take that long, right? Like you roll 6-3, you play a knight, you steal the ore, you drop a city. Yeah. I think, and this stage of the game, like obviously cities are great. Development cards are going to be determining who wins this game, 100%. Right. That's why I kind of feel like J-Dog missing both of those steps to buy devs is it might cost him. It might cost him. I'm not sure.
Can pop. Chavo doesn't have a knight. He just kills us here, right?
I will try
Yeah.
to get it down on my turn. That's the
So how about you just help me with army because I'm like the best prime for it.
If you have a knight, I'm not popping for sure.
Sure, then don't pop.
All right. Well, I'm praying you're telling the truth.
I don't think he actually answered your question. I think he just
Yeah,
said
he
what
didn't really
wanted
answer
you to
my
do.
questions. Yeah.
Well, like you keep asking me like no value questions, so I'm gonna give you a no value answer.
Oh, this
No,
is
do you-
value for the table for sure because
Yeah?
if J Dog pops, we just can lose. So
Yeah,
I
but
think
if I
it's
pop,
value.
if I have a knight-
Nice. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Do you have an ore left over or no?
Yes, I have 3 I have
Yeah.
3 wood, a sheep, and an ore.
Yeah.
So then help me with
if
army.
you don't want to pop, then I can probably take the ore from your hand and pop myself and then give you a.
It's very interesting because Noise has a down dev, right? They're not questioning this. It makes me kind of feel that Noise, he might be looking at a double play scenario here, right? Where if he has a VP and he buys another knight, he can actually paste road and army. I think that's what he's thinking about here. Because if he had a knight, then maybe he might just hold off. I don't know. Guess we'll see.
Oh,
Have I ever lied to you, Noise?
No, but you didn't answer really. That's the problem.
Well, do I have to
The
answer you?
wishiest you gave I think so because I think you want me confidently. Like this is a 3v1, and I think we got to be confident in what we're doing.
who's the one?
I'm confident in what I'm doing, but I don't think it's a
I need-
3v1 yet.
You don't think it's a 3v1? I would beg to differ, man.
Who's the one? Depends who the one is.
He's talking about a niche, obviously.
Dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right.
He's talking
Noise,
about
something
niche.
makes sense here. I'm
What?
looking for an ore. Does something make sense here? I'm looking for an ore.
What do you have?
I got 4 sheep. That's an ore.
This, I'm just throwing
Gold.
Oh my god, that's pretty bad. It's like these are just shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, Noise has good production here, right? I mean, he's got double 6, he's got 2 sources, a ton of wheat with the 3 and the 8. I'm not too concerned about the city, and not to mention if he pulls a Yop, he's fine. If he pulls a Mono, he's absolutely crushing. So I actually think Noise is better play here. I see what he's doing. Obviously, he's like, if he doesn't think he can get army, then he might want to just focus on building, which he does, and he does well anyways. But I don't hate the dev there. I really don't. But yeah, it kind of feels like they've got to action a niche somehow. Okay, so trade does go through, which gives looks like a 2-for-1 to Noise. See what happens.
Depends on Rob's a card. Is anything good for him? No, I don't think anything.
I don't know. Yeah, like 3 cards. I guess I straight 3, he's straight 5. This back, and then I owe you 2 free sheeps.
All right. Let's roll 5.
Well,
That works
Oh
too.
boy.
So something worth noting, by the way, it just as like a thought experiment, right? Imagine if J-Dog had bought 2 devs, right? He bought a knight and a road builder or a yop or something. He would still be in a dominating position, but he would play a knight this turn or one of the previous turns. He'd be on the cusp of literally the double play, right? I think so. He'd be really close. But okay, he's still crushing it. It's really like a situation where the board has to. Oh my god, it's insane, absolutely insane. All right, well we'll find out. Is someone else going to take army? Like if no one plays a knight this orbit, it gets really scary.
You monoing wood? That's on my fucking hand.
He said he had a
Easy.
knight.
Do you
Well,
guys want to
it's-
help me go for army?
Play the knight somewhere and fucking rob him, sure.
But are you gonna help me with army? I need help because I have the worst production on the board, so I would kind of need support. Right?
We all need support. So can we just? I don't know what you're looking for.
No, I just need cards so I can like pop devs.
All I have is wood.
Yeah, so you give me some wood so I can at least continue my way.
So let me ask you guys, where should the robber go? If Choppa plays a knight here, which sounds like he's going to, where would you put the robber? I think I know where he's going to put it. I think I know. I don't think that's. I don't know if I like day wheat. I think the 5 is the problem here. I think the 5 is so bad because one thing we don't know the situation, but J-Dog might be on 8 points, right? Like 5 back-to-back 5s could be the win. Like if he has a sheep in hand, 5 and 9 is 3 roads. And J-Dog's never going to say it, but I think the idea is that it's just too much to handle. Or at least, like, I guess the 9's also pretty bad too because he gets like a card plus a sheep. So I think the idea is now the other idea here is that you get blue to drop a road, but I don't know if he's going to do that. But I'm just concerned about potentially giving orange a road for the win. I think it's not bad though. It's just like what? He rolls 1-8. He can't do anything with a single 8. 5 is very dangerous. 9 is also very dangerous too. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, this also puts some pressure. And I think an interesting note is it also gets information from blue. But anything could happen. Let's see it. Let's see it.
That's why you asked me earlier, like, hey, should I pop or not? Because like you think you're trying to hold. So I'll just be army batch.
I feel like you're in a good spot with that too.
I don't know how many
Doesn't he
devs
have a
this video.
pop by himself? Yeah.
For sure.
Surely with 10 cards. He robbed the wood as well, so.
I do need the break. I'm gonna. I'll do some bitch moves if it comes back to bite me in the ass. It's like I also need a city somehow. I'm trading all my cards just to do my bitchiness. And a 5 could still roll, and I'm just fucked.
Okay. What do I do here? Anish, can we work together as well?
Yeah, I mean, we are fighting the same win con, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why you're fighting the same win con. It just doesn't make
I'm
sense.
not sure. I mean, if I fight road, I just know. I don't know. Just fight road with noise. I think both of us lose. Like, I don't know.
Fair enough.
You can build to 10 or. I don't know. I'm just looking for good devs. If I.
Was that a
Not
bitch
really
trade, Anish? I can't tell.
I'm not sure. Depends on how many pops this gives them. Yeah, probably 2. I don't know.
If I give city pop, then that's just me being a bitch. Yeah.
No, it's not city pop. If anything, I still think you're in a better spot than I am.
Interesting statement.
No, I think your port action and city are just sick, but I don't. It like almost doesn't matter at a point if J-Dog's just ahead. So
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fair. Like we can just bicker about who's third and fourth or second and third when J-Dog's in first. The 5, I guess.
J-Dog's on 1 card noise. I do got to move tonight, so just saying.
So what do you
Worth
want
it.
me to do?
You can sell the 9, but then you risk the 5 being
You know,
open.
you know, just hit the 10 and I maybe don't move it. I don't know. Just don't know. Rob you. That's what I'm saying.
He's
Just
taking
down.
road here, so makes
Wow.
sense.
You gonna let Anish talk you like that, Brett?
Well, he
no,
also has my cards.
Yeah, yeah. I have 2 of your sheep's
Um,
noise. If you want to make it like sheep would, I'm down. Or I have a brick. Need to keep popping.
We'll take road.
Yeah.
Okay, this should be fine. I don't think there's really a scenario here where J-Dog, especially if blue takes road here, then even if J-Dog rolls a 5, then pink can play knight. Ideally, stops and blocks. So I think it should be okay. Well, then in that case, maybe you block the 9 if you think it's going to just sit and not move, because the 9's also pretty tough too. But I suppose pink can always just, again, play the knight. So we should be fine here. There's also this question about road with blue. I mean, road is kind of just chilling, and he's kind of getting some free reign to build here, right? He's got 8 cards. The problem for noise is that J-Dog looks much less threatening once he takes road. He maybe even starts catching some robs. Well, he should. He should, right? Like, he might even... I mean, it is nice that he's out of settles, but, you know, once he builds a city, he's pretty much right there at 9 points. We got the flow state. Send a gift. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I don't know. I think 8 or 5 is a reasonable block now. You know, once the idea of road is off the table, I don't like J-Dog's position. Feel like he's now in a build to 10. It's not easy for him to get points. Like, okay, if he has a VP, then he needs 2 points, which is not impossible, right? Like a 5 gets into another settle spot. But even then, he's still, he arguably might be slower than Noise at this point, because Noise just needs like a 6 and a 3, and he's pretty much there. So we'll see. I mean, the dev in J-Dog's hand is going to make all the difference. If he has a knight, I think he's kind of cooked.
Use more cards because you're forced to feed me.
It's a force play.
Probably
It's a
no way I
force
can get
play.
a pop. Probably no way. Like a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah,
Probably
no shot.
not.
Yep. Gonna pass.
5 is my roll. Hey,
Oh, like a
What the
niche.
hell?
Come on, man.
Yep, that's my bad.
Like, it's just making this too easy for him. This is crazy.
Wow, that sucks.
Just
oh,
lose more cards on the 7. I'm like bitch road completely now.
Okay, what do you propose I do?
I don't know. Oh, I just wanted that 5 to be blocked that turn. I don't get why it wasn't. That's just like way
Yeah.
worse than the 8.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? I said this 8 block is not going to do it. This 8 block, you've got to brace for impact. It's always the 5 there. We said this. But, you know, I understand. I mean, obviously, it does look scary that Noise potentially goes to 9 with the city, but now we're in a scenario where I think a single, like, 5, a road builder pool. Who knows? He might even have a road builder. I don't know. I could see him dropping the 2 roads just to empty his hand, and he still has the road builder. Noise is waffling on his win con. Well, I mean, it's just, yeah, I think for Noise, like, you really want the 5 to be blocked because, I mean, he doesn't, ideally, he's just focusing on building cities, right? So the idea is you stop the wooden brick, and then it allows you enough time and space so you're not just dropping roads like a mindless idiot. So, yeah, I think the 5 it's just such a liability. Now we're in a situation like 10 and 5, and then, yeah, what does he do? I mean, do you self-block the 5? I think you do. Or you get somebody to play a knight here. But then, like, he doesn't want to get blocked either, so maybe you just self-block and don't lose a card. I'm dead serious.
I mean,
Just
think just hit
just
the
hit
10
the-
and I'll try to get a dev noise and then I can move to the 5. I don't know.
just
mean-
just have one of them
I-
play
I
a knight.
have
They
a
both
knight,
said
so
they
yeah,
have
just-
knights, so
yeah.
go get your card. They'll play it to the 5. It's all good.
Yeah, but then. Oh, fuck this shit, bro.
But the issue here is that then Noise gets robbed, right? Versus if he puts on the 5 himself, he doesn't lose the card while still stopping the 5 from rolling. You know what I'm saying? So now, if Anish needs to stop the 5 from rolling, which he does, now Noise is going to lose the card. So I actually think the more optimal play is just to put on the 5 yourself, and all's good.
Is it? Noise Pawn says he's extending a road, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Well, still, if you don't, if we roll 5 into 9, it's like almost close to GG. So yeah, we do.
Yeah, but I mean.
Is
I mean,
it?
I will. Noise. What are we thinking? I have woods that I'm not using. I would like an ore, so that's what I'm
I don't have
thinking.
ore.
Okay,
Why would he
can
give you
vote my
ore?
woods, Can you vote my woods? Is what I'm thinking to get devs.
I'm just fucked.
Not really inclined to play my only knight if I can't.
You
dev.
boned me, Anish, by not fucking blocking the 5 that one turn. It's so hard.
All right, Noise. What are we thinking? Need an ore here, or maybe
You
we
need
hope
an
that we roll an
ore.
Yeah.
Are you
so I
trying to
have-
port
have-
for an ore?
Yeah.
He's trying to
so I'm
buy a
thinking.
dev.
But I'm thinking, is it better if we wait for a roll, like an 11 or 6 specifically, or I mean a 5, 9,
I don't-
11, 6 give me a dev. So
I don't know
Or
what you're
do we
Yeah,
have to
5. Let's roll that
it's-
one.
Just
It's-
pre-roll knight though, Niche. It's like
I mean, the thing is, like, I know Noise is complaining about getting boned here, but like, he also just cities for 9 open settles. So it's like, the board also wants him using his resources, dropping roads. And now, I think I think you need to move it. I mean, I think you do, man. Oh my God, the 2. That's insane. Well, now here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Doesn't Noise just win? If they prolong this game, right, and J-Dog has to build the 10, like, I feel like Noise can muster up with literally a 6 and a 3 and gives him a city. Maybe even just like a 6 and an 8. He's just not in a bad position, but I feel like J-Dog's really going to struggle to get road at this point. The 2 is nasty. The 2 is nasty there. Let the Dewey cook. All right. Now man, this is a tough day for J-Dog. It really is. Like, even if he's on 8, he would need, like, he has no way to get a point here. He can't win, even with the VP, because of this move by Blue. I actually think the issue, I have a lot more faith that Blue can close this out, assuming he holds road, than J-Dog. Because the thing is, Blue's always going to drop a road this next turn, right? Like, he's got the 3 brick. I assume that's what's going to happen. All right, let's kind of see. I mean, we're getting close to something happening here.
Back.
I can trade you a wood, Noise. I don't know why.
I
He's
just wanna
like,
get a
No, because
dev
Anish is
noise.
saying he has a
Not be
knight, so
dead, yeah.
that's yeah.
Oh, I see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really see it.
But then is he robbing me? What the fuck?
No, he's saying he doesn't play at night
No, no.
if you do this
Yeah.
trade.
We're gonna play soon.
I mean,
I'll be right back.
All
1
right,
second.
or wood back. Fine.
What the hell is going on? I don't know why we're like feeding devs. It's like the dumbest thing ever.
space. Noise, I'll give you the card back. Just space.
Oh, we got
Oh.
got
Yeah, you got screwed. You've
I'll
been
give
getting
you that.
worked.
that's pretty tough.
You've been getting worked.
Now Shoppa has to play a dev. Oh. Come get a sheep.
Yeah, I don't have a knight, so I guess
Oh, you
Anish
lost army.
wins. Yeah, I lost army.
Oh.
Oh, you're talking this up and you just have it. Like, what the fuck?
You mean you should break.
What do I do here? Can you guys feed me the plow?
Yeah,
I need,
I'm sure they would
I
love
need
to do that.
spam 2 roads in the middle of the board. That's what I need to do. I think he's just gonna build to 10. He's on 8. His
Yeah, it
points
goes
are
to
probably
9.
easy.
So let me plow him so it's not that easy for him then. Thoughts?
I'm forced to build roads, so I don't know how we give you a plow here.
Well, you have brick. And
You're not
Anish
getting
also
a
has
chop.
brick.
I mean, if that's the trade that looks good for me, yeah, I'm down, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, this is helping you. We stopped someone going to 9. So I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Give you the wheat port, give you 2 road settles to win. Yeah. Feed him
Yeah,
6
I'm gonna
cards,
win.
guys. It's probably a good
So yeah,
idea.
so no, you don't think it's critical for me to get this spot and plow him?
I think we just gotta like hit him, and he doesn't roll right now. Like I have 2 roads. I can't feed you, Choppa, because then you can just get road. Like I need to build roads. There's no point.
At this point, I don't think I'm getting road noise. I think it's all yours. I think I win.
No. I
before
think
get
you.
I think I actually put more stock potentially on blue setup. I really do. I think it's tough. It's tough. I mean, 1-6, and I feel like noise is very close. Like 6-3, he's there. But yeah, obviously with J-Dog having 3 sheep is really nice for sure. Peak manipulation. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, obviously with that 5 rolling, it kind of spooked the board to where it felt like J-Dog was really close to taking road, but this is what you want. You need noise just dropping roads, and then ideally he finds his own window to build. So it's tricky. It's certainly tricky here.
Road settle. Just so casual.
Then I'm not gonna go for the spot. Then he can city and settle for the win.
I mean, dude, he could do a lot of things.
Well, I have to city first. So if I city, assuming I have a VP, then they could feed you, right? But we're still a ways off that.
I have your wood brick as well.
Wait, what'd you say? You owe me wood ore, but we haven't rolled wood ore, have we?
No. I do even know. Yeah, this is true. 6,000 rolled. We can just do like wood for sheep if you.
All right, just a second. Oh, man.
You should have him drop his roads first, so he's not porting for a city here, because that'd be pretty bad for you, huh?
I just told you I can't, and it's like my cards are brick. I'm not porting the brick.
I think here he can drop 2 roads, cut off the connects, or he can drop 2 roads and save the settle spot. And then I feel like that is absolutely enough, right? Because J-Dog can't wrap around. He can wrap around the 9 and drop a road for 8. No more roads. Now Noise need to go all into getting points. Currently, we know J-Dog has 2 sheep and 2 wheat. So, by the way, this is like a good tip for you guys at home. This is where you start tracking more, right? Thinking about end game. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, okay, fine. I guess it's not bad. But okay, whatever. Is what it is. This is where you need to be tracking, right? We know he's got 2 wheat, 2 sheep. 5 is a settle. Might be back on the 5 here. I do think Noise has, he dropped 1, 2, 3. So that was the brick. So I think he's got like a brick and a wheat in Noise's hand, maybe 2 wheat. But after he empties his hand, he's definitely in a tougher spot. So I think you need to go back to J-Dog here. 1-9, he will have a city. It's close. It's not there. 1-9 would be 5 sheep, which you could settle with that. And I'm assuming he's going to lose a card here. So let's see if they can tell us what he loses.
Sitting and me.
He
from
gets
sitting,
the
right?
double wheat.
So-
He gets
so
the
it's the
double
8.
wheat sheep port, and he has the city. Like his
The
production's
production
just
is
better,
paid off.
and he's
I mean,
got.
This is my favorite part about Catan.
Sure. Yeah, 8 and 6 is a city. So
Like
I would need 2 9s and an 8 if you don't.
your
steal
rolls
a
are
wheat
so
here.
good. I don't
If
know.
you plow Noise on the 6-3 Anish, then you rob J-Dog, I think.
yeah.
There's
actually, maybe
there's the
I might
6.
need to.
Like
Mm,
it's if you're blocking the 5, I don't even think you're robbing me because
Yeah.
it's not what I need to city. Like he's doubled on the ore and now he just needs a wheat to city because you owe him an ore.
Can you
I don't
plow
think
him?
that was the right call.
Oh no way! I'm not even close.
What gets you close?
2 roads.
I have woods.
Uh,
Gets you closer.
I'll tell you from experience, someone saying, what if Orange has a mono? I've played J-Dog. He'll talk, right? He's a talking player, but he's not very talkative, right? Like he's not going to be talking and pushing or deflecting too much. I'd be very impressed if he's pointing the finger and then, he makes a massive mono play. I just don't think that's his style. But you never know. You never know. Maybe he's trying some new tricks. But that's like one thing where you just kind of get a sense. Also, to be fair, I guess we haven't really seen a 6 in a long time, so it's kind of hard to say, like, did he have it earlier or did he have an opportunity to use it? I just don't. I think he's got a victory point. But yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. Like, if Noise drops a city, it's kind of just, it's pretty scary because it's hard to stop Road. Like you can't really give Road to anybody else. So if you just let him sell to 9 points open settle. Now the alternative here is like kind of what was saying, like if they can take away the 6-3, that's definitely a pretty good option too. That's why I was kind of wondering, like maybe, I guess it's difficult because if you drop a road here, he can plow. If you drop a road here, he can plow. So you can't fully stop him actually. So this was correct to build down the middle. I was trying to see if there was a way where he could drop his roads to stop somebody from being able to take the settle spot, but I don't think so. Yeah, no one can compete for road. Oh, the 2 is devastating. So I believe that's a city, right? It's devastating. Yep. Here we go. Sometimes if it rolls, it rolls, I mean, now they've got to start, this is where J-Dog hopefully can stay off the radar, but it kind of feels like Noise is just going to 9. I doubt he has the ability, unless we see like a 6 and a 3 to win, but it does feel like he's going to go 9 open settle.
6, I'm not really sure yet. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm
Probably
not
8.
sure either.
I need to give you 3 cards, right?
The 2 is insane.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I don't think he has winning rolls.
Uh,
I do not think so.
let me just see.
And now you're opening the 5. So if it rolls 5, 5, 5, I can almost take road. Almost. Not quite though.
Yeah, I think things have things have
Yeah,
changed.
it's pretty interesting because I feel like I don't know why Niche popped all these devs. It just seems silly.
Well, he's not going for road, so I can
clearly.
see why he popped the devs.
I think it's
Clearly,
D8 now.
yeah.
I passed.
But hey,
actually.
he got a yop. Maybe there's a sequence of rolls and where we get him the 6-3, right?
Yeah, true.
8 in
So do
Rob.
I just go 8? I think I have to go 8.
It might be the city.
Yeah.
3 is
Yeah.
definitely a city, right?
Mm.
Okay, so what do I have to give? I have to give you the brick, right?
2 wood and a sheep.
You chop a Rob's like a god.
What'd you get? You got the wheat?
You gotta wait. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the wheat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was gonna,
Okay. Let's see here.
so he's got 4, 3.
Did you want a wood, J-Dog?
He still has the
I
city.
have no use for wood until I city.
Fair enough. Want sheep?
Not really.
His hand's pretty
I
nasty.
really just only ever need ore now.
He's got like
That's about it.
4 or 3
I
brick.
guess the ore is not bad for you. This is tough.
I don't know what his 8th card is.
I guess I'll do it for the brick. I was going to ask you earlier if you wanted.
Oh,
Keep a
I'm actually
card.
getting I'm getting one from a niche, so it's all good. I'll just
Oh, are you?
yeah. I
Okay,
forgot
fair
about
enough.
that.
Okay, cool. Let's do.
What is the criteria to be considered a pro?
Damn, this is a tough turn.
You got to win a lot of tournaments, my man. I mean, Chappa needs to pull VPs and monos right now. I mean, leave the settle, try to pull a monopoly. I mean, even a VP. Okay. I don't know what his 8th card is because he's got 4 ore, 3 brick, and a something plus a sheep. Why do I think he's got another brick? I think he has another brick, maybe. So what? 4 brick, 4 ore, and a sheep. Okay, he had to wait. He had to wait.
There it is.
All right, now
There it
it's like
is.
the ticking time bomb.
Okay, let's play the
All
row
right.
builder, Anish.
Yeah, he
There is
needs.
a way. Kaplau.
Sure there is.
But then he just rolls 6 into like
We
3.
offer you the ore first, J-Dog, and then we can see.
I feel like we probably just I'm trading you here, right? So maybe just we need to trade somehow. You're
so
yapping for
my hand is-
brick, I assume.
Yeah, I need. If I offer like 2 bricks, I need 1 brick, 2 woods, and
Yeah.
wheat.
That's why I kept the
Yeah.
brick.
This gets me in.
Yeah. Chop. I guess I could do this, and Choppa gives a free wood. I think that works.
Good
And
balancing here.
you're yapping for the plow.
Yeah.
Good balancing.
Okay.
I think.
Yep.
Kind of active.
Okay, now if I roll 5, 5, 5, 5,
Hey, he's going to 9. Come on. Jay.
I still wouldn't have road.
Okay. See, this is
I
like
would. I need 4 5s in a row.
you would never see this in a
It's
ranked
tough.
game.
It's tough.
Good job. But now, still, the 6 is a major threat.
Oh, I should have asked for insurance there, I think.
I don't think he would have given it, to be fair.
Oh, I'm probably almost close to.
At least it's a 6.
Close to game.
Like,
I just got wood. I discarded 1 singular card.
Hey, J-Dog, I'll make you an offer.
So,
Rob Noise, and I'll rob him.
yeah, I was just going to stick it on the 6 ore. I don't
Which
think I
one?
was robbing you. The one with 3 cities on it.
Oh, yeah, true. Fair enough.
Yeah. Anybody want sheep or wood? Probably not, huh? Nobody wants to trade me. Maybe I should have done that. I probably should have done that brick for ore trade with Choppa, but then we wouldn't have had the plow. So I guess it was the right call.
Maybe. I think he could have
GF.
yopped for. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
Oh no.
This gets tricky. This gets tricky. I think right now Noise has an ore and a sheep. Depends what was stolen by J-Dog, but I think he stole an ore. So I think he has 2 sheep in his hand because that's the reason he bought the dev. So I guess 3-6 wins right now, but also depends on what J-Dog has.
Should say because I think it gives too much. You're blocking
do
me
you
no
think,
matter
Anish?
what. So. I have a wood and a
not
sheep, so
sure.
if you want to rob me, you can rob me.
Can you help me, Anish? So, because I feel like we're playing from the back seat now.
Yeah, definitely. I think both of us have pretty hard.
Why poison Noise?
Yeah.
I mean, Noise plans on 9.
I think
I
there's
mean,
more odds if he has mono though.
I
than
mean,
just
6-3 just
something.
wins here. So,
I don't know. Noise is close to the city.
roll.
J-Dog can city set.
I mean, Noise actually has winning rolls this turn, regardless. So it's kind of tricky, but it kind of does feel like J-Dog got something good on this turn.
You do mono defense in your turn, Anish?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope.
A lot of assumptions coming out, eh?
A lot of assumptions.
So Jay said he has wood sheep. Wood sheep.
I don't know what to pray for. Do I want J Dog with a mono or J Dog with a VP?
Wood sheep. So 5 doesn't
I think
win.
you want me with the mono, right?
Gets close. Doesn't win.
Noise does not know.
9 doesn't win.
He robbed my good card.
Wood sheep.
Would you
10
rob
doesn't
from
win.
him?
He got an ore.
An ore.
I think Jay's on 9, but no single
Not
roll
that it
wins.
changes 6 into 3 much, but
Yeah,
what
6
can
wins.
you do?
I mean, nothing would change 6 into 3 if you're robbing me on an 8.
He needs. So Jay would need 2. If he has a win a sheep,
Yeah,
back-to-back 10s win.
Defense if it comes time.
9 plus anything wins. Not. I mean, any back-to-back gets Jay the win here. So, yeah, he's got a decent shot.
Let's do this.
But then if Anish has a mono, then
Oh, there it is. There it is.
okay. Well, there's no winning roll then.
Like for to stay on the 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
what's
you-
with my block?
Bro, I don't even hate
well,
the other
it's definitely
6.
on J-Dog because he can potentially play a dev
Yeah.
and check him.
Potentially. What if I can't though? Might want to block either the 6 or the 3.
Jay has to speak up here.
It's the same position with you, bro.
Wait, I'm not in a position to self block, so it's gonna
It says
hit the
2.
5.
Oh, just a 5? Yeah.
I don't.
Not sure who the rob is.
I think if you hit the 5,
Last
then
time you robbed me, and
Yeah, no,
I
it's-
certainly don't have 6
I was
into 3. to
Choppa
win.
took my good card. I just have wood. If you want wood.
Yeah, that was like a decade ago, and every 6 you roll is 3 ores
What do
anyways.
you think, Choppa? I have no idea. I'm looking for a wheat, and I don't think any of them have wheat.
I do not have wheat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I never
I
had
have
wheat.
9.
So he has 3 wood. So now 6 and 8 is win. So maybe you rob a wood. So that's not the win.
This dude has mono for sure.
Sounds like he has mono. So I would lean noise, but I think J-Dog's pretty close too.
Yeah. Choppa, is there a trade? Gives
What
me
do
a
you need?
pop for potentially non-knights. A wheat is what I'm looking for.
the thing is, like, they've got to put this together, right? First of all, if he has 2 VPs, you should know, does he have winning rolls? He doesn't. If he has a monopoly, then he's on 8 points. He has an open settle, but then what, right? Like, yes, he can mono for settle VP, but I mean, Noise straight up just has 2 rolls for the win. And like, frankly, they need the 6 as well. So they're kind of in a spot where they feel like they have to slow him down as much as possible while trying to get some of the rolls. I also don't really hate blocking the 6 ore at the top, which seems kind of strange for a niche, but it would break up the 3 ore that Noise would need for the city. Because right now, Noise is only winning with either VP Pop or the city. He settled out. He is. But I'm not really that concerned. I guess if the 6 rolls, then fine. I guess J-Dog, I don't think he can even build a city with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ore with 2 cards? It's not even a city. But he might just have to do it from the standpoint of defense. Yeah. Okay, so now it's a wood and 2 wheat for Noise. So a back-to-back would definitely work here. I don't think you mono wheat. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 wheat, maybe 5. And you can literally just use that to settle. Yeah, you got to avoid 6s. All right. No winning roll. Now, it also could be the case J-Dog just has 2 VPs and like you're on a tightrope. I don't think 6 wins though. So now I think you have to go back to J-Dog. This is like how crazy it is, right? If Noise doesn't have a winning roll, then I think it's J for sure.
Yeah, if you're discarding all the beats, just
Okay,
discard the
okay,
break,
okay.
and I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think first. So you're telling me if I give you a wheat, you give me what?
No, like 2 wheats for wood brick.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Oh, I
can
wouldn't
give
give you
you
2 wheats.
He is settled out. I'm a
That
dummy.
makes sense for me. But I'll trade a wheat to you if
Then it's even worse. for
potentially.
J-Dog.
But who should I steal from first? Because it seems like
Don't know.
I have nothing to
mean-
roll into. If he has mono, I can roll cards. He monos my cards.
I have no idea. I guess.
Big
Yeah,
if.
it's the 8.
Why is
but
he
the 8
being
just
so?
rolled so
Yeah,
bad.
I don't know. I mean, we cannot soft block the 6 for sure. So
I think it's J-Dog because I don't. Can you help me track Noise's hand? I don't think he has 2 wheats,
Noise
right?
has
Well, wheat and 2
Wood,
wood.
No,
wheat.
I don't. I said I know
Noise has
wheat.
a
I had the
wood
wood,
and
and I just
wood.
rolled the wheat. Yeah.
I don't know if he has 2 woods wheat or like wood wheat something. Not sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would make sense. I just
So
think we need to make fair
unfortunately,
trades,
I
so-
didn't steal the wheat from J-Dog, so he's still holding on to the wheats.
Yeah.
So it seems like 6 is really close to the win for him, basically. Damn, that 7 out sucked.
It's not. If he monos.
Yeah, 6 is brutal.
But now back-to-back 6 is pretty good. Or like 5-6 is good. 9-6 is pretty good.
India
Oh
golf.
boy.
Niner.
Here we go.
Oh
Oh boy. That's really bad.
Can you play the mono?
boy.
All right, I think he has city. He has city in hand
Just
for
take
sure.
all the cards in your hand to play the mono. Take all the sheep from. I don't know.
No,
Oh, you have mono?
mono's losing.
Yep.
Yeah, sheep is like, even if he has a VP, you could just sit with the sheep. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What if I
What do you
give you
I-
sheep
I
to
have-
mono wood?
that makes much
I
sense.
have just
because I
like
have
wood in
wood.
hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll just
if
take
you
your
don't-
hand noise.
Wait, what'd you say? I'm
I'll
sorry.
just take your hand. Like leave you with a wood, I guess. I don't know. Let's work together. What's your hand looking like?
It's 3 wood, a sheep, and a wheat.
Right. So
Who's gulping?
I don't know what I leave you with. What do you think is fair? Guess I leave you with like 2 sheeps in your hand.
Leave him with 0. If you're monoing sheep. Or I can trade you sheep
he-
to mono wood.
Fortunately, I at least have to have a card.
Yeah. I mean, just to like say,
I'm happy to trade sheep if you want to mono wood instead.
offer
like
trades, bro.
like
He
this
just
noise,
wins.
and then this noise, and then I just give you a sheep for the brick, so you are left with the sheep,
Okay, that's
Wow.
or you can just
And I
have the
could-
brick. That's fine as well, or you can just have the brick actually.
no, they're both terrible for me.
Use
Ever
the brick to
gamble here?
extend.
He doesn't need to extend.
No, it was a joke.
It's kind of bad because either way, it just comes back to him. Like, maybe I
I was
risk
kind
he
of
doesn't
hoping I
win
would
there.
steal the wheat, but of course I steal the sheep and then I lose the card.
Nish needs to go.
Yeah.
Good for you though, J Dog.
I guess if he can city dev or double dev.
Oh,
Chat, what's the right play there?
What Pink doing? He's trying to survive, man. He's got nowhere else to build, unfortunately. So now
12, 12,
thinking
4.
I definitely need this 8. So city is gonna be the 8 3. Or I need the 3s.
he needs VPs. He can only win with the
I think you
VP.
need the 3s to. I mean, you need the 8s to print while the 8 is
This is
blocked.
true.
I think if the 3 rolls and the 6 rolls, you lose the game. So you probably don't want the 3 to roll.
Yeah, but he wants the 8 to roll, so it's
Like
definitely
1,
the 8
3
to
Yeah,
on
roll.
average.
while the other is blocked, maybe.
I'm just thinking, do I ever pop your ones? Just hope for a VP. Second mono would be nice.
There's still
Yeah.
Don't know though.
2 VPs out there,
Yeah, it's probably just Pop City.
Seems like a good play.
or 3 VPs. Pop first. Oof.
Damn.
It's a lot of 3 to 1s, man.
What?
Clutch, we traded you that port, eh? You'd be,
This is true. This
you'd
Give me
be
the yop.
not in a great spot.
He had the yop, so
All right, maybe 8
Yeah, but you
points.
gave a
Yep,
free
it's helping
card, and
himself.
I gave a 3 for 1.
that's true. Oh my god.
That was
Can't stop the
9
9.
into a 9.
9.
Interesting.
Damn, bro.
Oof.
This is
This is
kind
so
of
stupid.
heating up here a little
Okay,
bit.
so does anyone want to feed me the plow?
It's
Thoughts?
not impossible.
Thoughts? Noise? My dog?
Yeah, give me
My
big
chud?
cards.
My chud. Can you help me out?
God in arms. I think I just made I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I maybe gambled there.
Was the second yacht played? I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
So J Dog could have just pulled maybe the yop.
Yeah.
Could have anything, honestly. Okay. Don't think the feed is gonna happen, right, boys?
It's not looking like
Nope.
it.
Also on 8 points, brother.
And that's
that's
gonna
wow.
be fucked.
It's not game.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Mono, please.
Fortunately, I don't have another mono.
Ah,
That's tough.
That's probably just.
You can play a knight.
game.
Oh. You got it on death perfectly. I have the yop. So don't have to be afraid of not having the
nice.
yop. I don't know
Oof.
if he has it if he's 7s. Yeah, he probably does.
I think I should have gambled. I don't think I get anything though.
He
after
might
those
not.
rolls.
Yeah.
Gotta go for points here, man.
I think we just yop for a pop. Unless anyone wants to give me a point.
I think he just has it without a 7. So.
Yeah, probably.
Does he? I don't think he has it. He needs a roll. Or maybe he has the yop and he has it.
I mean, he
Keeping you
also has a dev
guys-
either.
Keeping you guys in suspense here. No
Yep.
dev info for you.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
never-
assume you have.
Never mind, Anish said he had the yop.
Yeah, he does just have it. But in case he doesn't do you on the board cards. I don't know.
Oh, true mono.
Yeah.
I would port my wood for a week.
I mean, you can't port everything here. I mean, even the brick is fine.
Do it, yeah.
He takes the wood, takes the brick. Doesn't matter.
Burn the cards. Burn them.
Whatever, I don't care.
Are you gonna use some of your cards, Anish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a weak Java or no?
No, sir.
J Dog deserves the win, you say?
Don't have
I'm just
City.
like tired now. I kind of want the game to end.
Yeah, we got to move on here. This is
You
why
and me both.
these league games are just like too slow for
Just been
me.
sitting on the couch, all passed out.
I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
I think we vote for
That's the energy, guys.
I don't know what I vote for. Either or.
All right, let's finish it
Wait.
up, Jay.
No more defense. It's probably good.
Oh.
I mean,
do here? Oh, I
Oh.
should have played my knight.
The game. GG.
no, it's not.
GG.
He's got a
I should've
mono.
played my knight, guys.
I think he's got a
What was I
mono
doing?
VP knight, something like that.
Just end the game.
I would if I could.
Oh, yep. It's still the same game. I mean, yeah,
But
but wasn't the brick? All right, he needs a city and a settle for sure.
We ported for cards. He
He monoed
Monoed
anyways. And then I think he settles.
Should vote for no
Uh-oh.
probably.
Was he
now
sure?
what?
If no rules there, noise, we were screwed anyway.
Now what happens?
Yeah, actually, you might be. No, it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, got it.
It's that's crazy because I just pulled a VP.
Oh, yeah. Well, the deck was nuclear there. I feel like.
There
Dude,
you go.
deck was so hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like
Not
even
with
if he
rail
doesn't,
builders.
he's likely to fucking.
I think if I have a good, I think if I had a good, if I have like a good hand there, I can possibly like get 2 pops.
Yeah, maybe. But
Boom.
I also had the brick port.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Jeez, I thought the breakport was a pretty interesting play for him, but jeez, what is going on there? Well, there you go. J-Dog wins. Yeah, I mean, what like that end game was such a slog, man. I didn't expect 2 hours. I thought that was going to be closer to an hour and a half. Sorry, but nicely done, man. Yeah, I mean that's the thing is once he punted going for army, I felt like they had an opportunity to balance the game out, but you can kind of see like sometimes that's just the way it goes in those situations. Interesting. I think we all kind of saw the potential that J-Dog had there, but I would have really just loved to see how it plays out if he does what goes for the devs. Guys, I really appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a different vibe there, watching some interesting players, and also just kind of taking note of like how much trading and balancing. Now, obviously, these are longer games than ranked. That was a long game. It was. But yeah, I mean, it's just a different style of game, right? It's a very like methodical kind of. Everyone's kind of trying to squeeze as much as they can from the position. That being said, we're going to finish the night with a rank game for you guys because I know you've been good. I want to get a rank game in for you, so let's do it. All right, what's going on, guys? Danny Drew here, and we are back for another day of Catan. All right, we've got Catan Bum here in the first position. What's the sitch? We are back. We got the turtles. Should have played Rush. What's the sitch, guys? 8-5-10, 6-9-5. 6-9-5 is a vibe. My only concern here is, does the wheat get locked up? We get like 3-10-11 with that. We could also even just go on the 8. That's kind of fun. 8-4-3. We get the wheat or combo. This feels like 8-5-10 is really good for second or third. Is the wood port viable? Like, for instance, 3-10-11, we point right and we go over to the wood. That's viable enough, isn't it? It's kind of tricky. The problem is, if we go a5-10, then we're kind of looking to play something like the ore is going to get locked up. It's all kind of crap. Maybe we're just going to go 695. I kind of like 695. I mean, yes, we can go for the wheat meta, and we're going into devs, but 695, I think keeps my options open. I like that idea, and also the wood port's not ridiculously bad. I don't know. This is not like A43. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hate it, but I don't think you're getting 5-4, right? Because this 5-4-11 is definitely going to go. I think our best shot here is something like 3-10-11 point right. The idea is we road settle, we have a road game. Like, the one thing is I'm concerned about is I don't think, no matter what we take 8-5-10 here, it kind of feels like people are going to find ways to buy development cards against us. So I kind of like this 3-10-11 action. It keeps us flexible. We got all 5. We maybe could road settle to something nice and juicy like the 9-10-11 or 9-10-2 Woodport. It's pretty good. What elo? So we are currently, I think, high 1700s. Let's take a look. We're 1778 from Florida. Look at that. We'll have to get back to our original elo of 2052. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Heavy Archons 695 down to pick up the 5-10, 9-10 point of the Woodport. Yeah, so I don't mind that. The only issue with that is 5-4-11 is going to absolutely point down. And if I point down, 9-10's not bad, but then I feel like the port play is going to do more for us. Does that make sense? So it's like the way my brain says it is like, what's more valuable, 9-12 with the port or 9-10? And I think 9-12 with the port, with the premise of picking up the wood on the way back, is just a little bit better for me. Because like I'm not like, if I point down, I don't really care about 5-10 personally. Like it's not going to serve me as much as taking the space in the center and going Woodport. Now, that being said, who knows? Could go crazy. Might be nice to have better ratios. Imagine we get like 8-4-3 here or something stupid. Would a bit rare though. Well, I'm kind of looking at this angle of like 3-10-11 right to 9-10-2. And then it's not that rare. We'll see. I mean, I guess the alternative there is like I take 9-10-2 and just go to the 3-1 and just crank out the production. But I'm kind of hedging on getting the center space. That's my thought. I guess 6-3-11 could kind of bonus a little bit. But then like maybe we can fight for the 6-11-12, so it's actually not that bad. I kind of like that. I don't know, because I feel like 6-3-11 goes with the sheep port. Yep, that's a great setup for red. Now green feels like a 5-4-11 angle for sure. I mean, double wheat, double sheep, best available ore. I mean, you could go 6-3-11, go to sheep port, but if he goes 6-3-11 to sheep port, we're in like a golden situation, I think. 3-10-11. It's risky. Sure, it's risky. But then that means then the space is open. And I'm okay with that. And if we have to play wheatless, we do it. You know? Sometimes that's just the way the game goes. Did that raid work? Let me double check. I have multiple dashboards here. I got room for one game here, guys. Next time we'll play all ranked though. Yeah, we got a raid. Thank you so much, Chiku. I appreciate that. For some reason, my messages were not reloading there. By the way, I think I'm still in the VC. Get out of the VC. Boom. All right, now we just patiently wait. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. it's pretty cool. You've been getting into streaming. Going wheatless only wins 25% of the time. Oh, if you're an average player, sure. But I mean, every position only wins 25% of the time. Every player on average should win 25% of the time. So that doesn't mean anything to me, man. Green's trying to make the hard call here. If they don't feel comfortable with the 5-4-11, then we're like, if we see this move here, we're in a great spot. Oh! Now we're fine. Now I think we get the 5-4-11 down. It's the dream. Was that a bot pick? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So now we can just do 5-4-11 down, 9-12, 5-10. You're not getting it, brother. Interesting. Interesting. Don't we do 3-10-11 right? I don't like this play by him. I guess we could actually just scrap all of this and take this up and let them duke out the 3-10-11, which honestly seems more interesting to me now. Hope you're doing well. Do you think you might play again with Brock? Yeah, of course we will. Of course we will. I actually think the better play is just to take the 9-10-2 here. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to let them kill each other for this spot because I feel like both of them will fight for it. And I can do wood for brick straight up with this guy. Actually, do I ever run sheep port? That's kind of interesting, right? Sheep port? 11-12. Wood for brick on the rip. Wood for wheat is definitely a play here. Blue has no brick. Yes, but the problem is he can do wood for brick with this guy, I think. I'd rather entice the fight. And this is a trade that green should take because he's got a ton of wheat and I've got all the wood. And he's going to ask for a brick when I don't have... Sure. Cool. Okay. Look at this wood port! Now the question is the wood port, do we go 5-2 first? And I think we just want to try to make as many good trades. So we did a sheep with blue. This is great. I feel like we got a good setup. It's like a nice little balanced game. And we can easily do wood with... We'll do wood wheat. Wood for wheat with green on his turn. 100%. Don't roll 7. Okay, wood for wheat. Here it is. And I'm just going to rip it. Bro, don't. Just take the trade. He's got what? Can I offer? Just wood for wheat. It's so easy. Jesus. Jesus, Grain. Ah. I wanted to play one fast game tonight. I wanted just one game. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. Well, there goes my wheat trading buddy. Sweet baby Jesus. What was that? The 2! I'm telling you, this wood port's too good. This wood port is broken. Okay. Freaking green's not here. Blake disconnected. So blue's not here. It's just going to turn into a freaking 1v1. Are you joking me? I don't think the 3 exists, right? Because he bought a dev. 8 does exist. I think we just have to hold here. How funny would it be if everyone just leaves the game? Maybe I can entice them to leave by doing disable karma. Disable karma. Wow. The 2 again. Oh my god, it's over. It's over. It's over. Maybe I should have ported there, but I just felt like, all right, we got blue out of there. Maybe if a green leaves. Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh no, I'm gonna 7. At least I just chucked the wood. Do I ever dev there? Time to re-roll the game. This is like the worst. Imagine this is the first time you're coming to my channel and you're like, yeah, what's this guy playing Catan all about? And it's just me versus a bunch of bots. Losing my freaking mind. By the way, all right. Should I try to bribe him to quit so I can win the game? No, but don't I lose the elo? So how does it work? Does anyone know if I leave right now? So let me see here. There are a random amount of people on the button. You can't play one game if this one is on. Yeah, that's another issue too. Watching on a freaking 7. Literally, it's the first time I'm on your stream. Seen a few videos. I'll take a brick ski. All right, I think. All right, give me like the mono or something. Knight is fine. Can I bribe you to leave? It's my birthday. I'm going to see if the birthday meta works. God damn it, that was so fast. That kind of sucks because I got no freaking wheat, man. We're gonna lose to the freaking red. There's no master manipulation. I mean, I would only do this for 2 cards. I mean, it's essentially a 1v1, right? Like, what am I doing here? He needs the sheep, so we'll just block the sheep. I gotta play as like a 1v1, but then we lose to the freaking dumbass bot. Okay. Let's go! All right. I think in this situation, I think we got to go 5-2 here. I think we just need to get ultimate flexibility. 2-2! Let's go! All right, no knight. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. All right, well, I can't trade with anybody. So do I pop a dev here or do I port and pass and then try to roll a 6? I think I have to port and pass here. This is so lame. Otherwise, I could have maybe traded him. I should have tried to trade him because I think he's literally freaking stacked with wheat. I'm so dumb. Okay. Oh, so bad. The freaking... We need a 7 here. Let's go. He's got more cards than me. Hit red. I think it should work based on cards, right? So green probably hits the 3 here. That's fine. No, he hits blue. That's right. Let's go. Now the question is, where do we build to in this situation? Like 5-4 would actually be decent. Damn. Okay. He's disconnected. We're going to win. We're going to win. Oh, he reconnected. Never mind. All right. So lame. So lame. All right. I got to figure out where I want to go here. Maybe it's the sheep port. I'm gonna hurt him so bad that he's gonna wish. I want him to quit. Good, good, good. Okay, blue gets hit here for sure. I get hit here for sure. Damn, bro. Okay, now the question is, okay, so now, yep. Damn, 4. Can I plow him to the 8? That'd be kind of sick. Oh, I can go 3, 10, 11. What am I saying? So let's go 3, 10, 11 here. Okay, I'm definitely getting hit now, unfortunately. Oh my fucking god. Hey, let's go. Man, that kind of sucks. We lost a lot there. I'll do this. Oh my god. Imagine it's a mono though. That'd be so funny. Okay, pretty good for him. Interesting. Yep. I just have to keep hitting him. It is what it is. Freaking 4s, dude. It's insane. Oh! What a lucky duck. All right, he needs to block the 5 or 9. Yep, good block. We actually have a ton of sheep here. Bro, what do you want me to do, guys? Victory point. Not great. Not bad. Okay. 8s suck really bad. He's got the wheat port now. I guess it's okay. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I can get an ore here from him. No, I'm not that lucky. I need a dev here or else I think we lose, unfortunately. Yeah, of course. Oh man, oh man. I think I do. Don't I lose? I lose Elo though. This guy doesn't give a shit. Good, good, good. Okay, another victory point. All right, we're gonna double play this. We're gonna double play. We're gonna get army. We're gonna get army and road. That's our play. Dude, this is insane. This freaking 4, man, is unreal. Okay, good, 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 good. We need a pop here. We need him not to pop, but he's going to pop. This sucks. This game sucks. All right, he does get hit, which is good. All right, okay, okay, we like that. Okay, we like that as well. Knight's really bad here. He takes us under, though. He doesn't see it. Okay. He doesn't pop. Big mistake there. All right, so I think we actually... What do we do here? Do we buy a dev? I think we have to buy a dev here, truthfully. I could road... I think it's our only way to win. I guess we can road settle... The road settle is always there, though, isn't it? If we buy a dev... Bro, I know. It's brutal. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, maybe the case here is we drop one road and then we just try to, like, crank out a massive play. Because we can settle, right? Bro, this 4! Stop rolling the freaking 4s. It's insane. It's insane. All right, well, that's something. All right, good. He can maybe dev here, which is not great. Insane. Blue is cooking, man, but As long as he doesn't dev here, we're okay. He keeps blocking this dumbass block. We need a 4 and 8 here, and we take the wheat. Damn. Do I try? There's nothing here for me. He got a bunch of wheat. He ported it all. I got to stay patient and roll 5s. Okay, that's good. All right, we have a settle. Okay. He can't take road. He's close, though. He's like super close. Okay. I think this actually works out because he emptied his hand, which is really good for us. And I guess we just pace. Okay, he's got 3 wheat. We need a track here with a lot more precision. Okay. Good. He's got a wheat. Oh, he's got a guaranteed wheat. That's perfect. Guaranteed wheat here. I guess the 3 is the worst roll, isn't it? Okay. All right. Don't lose the freaking game on some bull loney. Okay, we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay. He can't go to more roads, right? 7, 8. He can't. He can settle. I didn't want it. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't want it to end this way. There we go. GG. Yay. See, I did. I got rating for that. Why? I don't want to leave the game if I'm going to get actual rating for winning it. So rare to see Danny pissed off with rolls in bot lobby where it goes. No, it's all good. He's drunk. I am the number one. 1800 in 1v1 is not very good. What a dumbass game. What a dumbass game. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of funny, though. But there you go. Look at that. That's what I was like, you guys were saying to leave, but I thought the game counted for Elo. So I didn't necessarily want to just give it up. All right. That was actually... Well, it was competitive. And that's why, like, in those situations, you just got to go all in on that one player. The thing is, though, he wins the game if he buys devs. Like, I know this is not a very good game to, like, break down, but he just needs to buy devs. I don't know what he was doing in this, like, middle stage of the game. Building roads, just buy devs, brother. Get army, win the game. Worth it. We do it. All right, guys, I'm going to call it, man. I'm tired. I will, here's my promise to you. I will be streaming multiple times this, maybe not multiple times. I'll get at least another, maybe 2 streams in this week on top of content and a bunch of other stuff going on. So, but I'm really trying. I did want a fast game. I guess I got it. I've been really trying to get my sleep schedule in order. So that's something I just want to keep working on and not screw that up. But I appreciate all of you guys that were kind of hanging out here. If you are new, we do Catan content, Catan vibes, commentary, lessons, you name it. Everything you would need to get better at Catan, it is right here, folks. Will Catan see this peak game? I don't think. I don't think so. Even if I posted it, I just think people would be like, why are you posting a game where 2 players left and it was bots? Yeah, I think we're doing a World Cup party tomorrow, like a get-together thing. So have a good night. We'll watch the VOD. No worries, Tito, man. We commentated KOC game, which went a little bit longer than expected, but sometimes that happens. And then, but yeah, we'll be back. I appreciate all the support, guys. Only love. Again, thank you so much. And I don't know, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good time with it, okay? All right, I'm shutting down. I will say bye to Twitch first. I do feel bad not watching YouTube when I saw it live. Oh, you all good, man. You all good. And then the next to go is our buddies over at YouTube. Where is it at? It should have its own thing, unless I'm just crazy. I'm a little crazy. All right, guys. I think I'm off. Peace. Much love.